Hey, what is up, guys? It's Gilty here, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight was just verifying the download for like the last 5 minutes, so here we are. Thankfully, right as I did my intro, it did verify it finally, so should be good to go now. And yo, what's up, Ashy? What's up, Simple? What's up, Giraffe, Frankie, and more? Hopefully you all are doing well. And Penguin, thank you much for the tier 1 sub for the second month in a row. I appreciate you greatly. But how's everyone doing today on this terrific Tuesday afternoon? Hopefully you all are doing well, and hopefully you all are very excited for the new update of Dead by Daylight. I know I am. Doing pretty well, Ashley. Doing pretty well. Cannot complain. How about you? How's life been treating you, my friend? Hope you're ready to play on the cornfield a lot today. I'm expecting it a lot, yeah. Excuse me. Oh, crime name. Also, you know what else I'm really excited for? These freaking skins. They look so good. I love it. But patch notes. Let's go over this real quick. I'm very intrigued on the patch notes. So I want to kind of go over these with you guys. Let's take a look, shall we? So let's take a look at these. I can probably pull up a window as well. Kind of wish that they would actually like go into the patch notes in the game and be able to show you like in the game browser, but you can't, unfortunately. Doctor is great but creepy. Oh, 110%. 110%. Well, let's take a look at these patch notes. Let me bring up a window for you guys so you can see what's going on. Window capture. There we are. Let's grab you. And there's randomizer, Dead by Daylight. This one? Yes. There we go. Alright. Hopefully you guys can see that relatively well. So, content. We have Tome 7. Very excited about looking into this, looking at what the rewards are. UI. Nothing. Wait, madness level now has a distinct visual for each level. That's a really good improvement. Sickness meter texture colors for colorblind players. That's good. Increased brightness on the dream world indicator and increased contrast on a stalking meter. Not too bad. Not too bad, all things considered. Yo, what is going on, Luke Goblin? How goes it, my friend? Just looking over these patch notes. I'm curious to see what they changed from the PTB to live. So I just want to go over these real quick with everyone. The Crypt TV crossover is really awesome. I'm very excited for it. Twins post-release update. We've tried to widen the window for counterplay when attempting to down multiple survivors with Victor. Also, the ultra rare add-ons were underperforming and have had their bonuses increased. Interesting. Charlotte can now rotate while waking up. Okay, kind of like that. Victor's stun pounce cooldown is 5 seconds, was 3 seconds. Okay, Victor can now move during successful pounce cooldown. Oh, okay, I like this. This isn't a bad change. This specifically, like, so initially, this was a huge nerf for Victor when we saw it on the PTB, but this change here does actually make it kind of balanced. Now that Victor can move upon successful pounces, now that's not as punishing anymore. I'm curious to see what that will look like and if it makes a difference, but that's kind of interesting. As far as the Eerie add-ons, I could care less. The Eerie add-ons still are not going to be ever as good as the Force Stew or the Toy Sword. Point blank. Demogorgon, on the other hand, this one is going to be very, very interesting. The portals have been adjusted to be usable more frequently, traverse distance farther, and grant a bit more stealth. The base move speed when charging Shred has also been increased, and the bonus from add-ons decreased. Some portal traversal add-ons also had their values reduced in light of the base stat improvements. Then results should be as strong or stronger. We will continue to monitor performance, yada yada yada. Traverse upside down cooldown, 10 seconds, was 14. Significant decrease in time there. Velocity 20 from 17. Don't care about that all too much, but it's a kind of a cute thing. Undetectable lasts 3 seconds longer, so now it's a total of 5-second undetectable time. That's getting really close to almost that 8-second, or like, to like half of Tinker. That's not bad. And movement speed while charging Shred increased from 3.68 meters per second to 3.86 instead. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, it's 3 total. Last 3 seconds after. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So it's only a 1-second increase. Still not bad, but definitely not great. I'm sorry to hear about that, Simple. That is really sad and can definitely relate to you in regards to pet loss. Hopefully your grandparents are doing all right. Add-ons. There's a lot to freaking look at here. Blackheart, Rat Liver, realistically speaking, Rat Tail, not too... Actually, Blackheart's really influential. So basically, after successful Shred attack, reduces them by 20%. That's not bad. That's not bad there. Increases recovery speed while breaking a pallet, Barb's glasses. That's actually not a bad change either. What else here looks to be kind of cool? Honestly, everything else is kind of meh. The Nightmare. So move speed now adjusted to 4.0 meters per second while charging a Dream Snare. Basically survivor speed. Yeah, honestly, this is just a point-blank nerf on Freddy, which I think is perfectly fine. Black Box, Jump Rope, Outdoor Rope, and Swing Chains. Very meh. I don't think those are too influential or really too notable here. Pretty much the same that we saw in the PTB. The toxins, so the exhaustion hatchets are gone. Instead, we got the yellow cloth, which is 10% hatchet flight speed, as we did see in the PTB. That's fine by me. Anything else that is worth mentioning? Not really. Obviously, there is the Eerie Head as well as the Soldier's Putty, which are both wait, now Ultra. Okay, now Ultra, that's right. So both of them, they're Eerie. Those are kind of cool. I do like these Eerie changes. Those are probably the most notable things, that now Eerie Head can only have a maximum of 1 hatchet no matter what. So that's kind of nice. Ooh, Venomous Concoction is still in, so exhaustion hatchets are still a thing, but instead of from 90 seconds of exhaustion, it's basically 5 seconds. So almost like a portable Mind Breaker. Huh. That might be interesting. Honestly, even 5 seconds of exhaustion on a survivor in a chase is very, very influential. So I still think that Venomous Concoction is probably very good. The new 100 speed add-ons are actually listed on the values changes, not just considerably or moderately. Really hope it's a consistent thing they do from now on. Seriously, though, I do wish that we didn't have to, like, go into detail to figure that out. I 110% agree. More live design. Struggle inputs. Oh, yeah, the new struggle mechanic's in. Hey, that's wicked exciting. I'm very excited for the new struggle mechanic to be in the game. Borrowed time no longer triggers on Terror Radius. Not thrilled with that change, I'll be honest. It's basically a flat nerf to all stealth-based killers. This hasn't changed from the PTB, so we don't really need to mention that all too much. Forgot immediately started spam scrolling my mouse when on my first look. Yeah, exactly. I probably would have done the same. Small games doesn't seem to have changed. Lucky Break. They didn't change anything from the PTB. Lucky Break might be like a new meta perk. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, This is so freaking good. They nerfed it? What, Lucky Break? It's still 45 seconds. It's not bad. Like, that's a significant amount of time. With a good med kit, you can heal yourself up pretty quickly, and as long as you can evade with Lucky Break plus Iron Will, I think you can get probably like 3 chases out of it. I don't know if it'll be meta. I think anyone who runs like Iron Will might want to run Lucky Break. Open-handed, Zenshi Tactics, yeah, yada yada. Object Obsession. Whenever your aura is revealed to the killer's aura becomes visible to you, and you gain a stack to bonus healing, repairing, cleansing speed. Meh. Yeah, honestly, I think Object Obsession is pretty much dead. It's still a very useful info perk in the right hands, but it's still not as good. Iron Will Lucky Break is good, but it's half your build, true. But I've also seen a lot of people like overcommit to most of their builds before, so it won't surprise me to see a lot of Lucky Break Iron Will going forward. Odds of skill checks. That's not bad. I'm not thrilled by that change, but then again, not every survivor can even hit skill checks, so I shouldn't be too worried. When hatch is open by a key, it remains open for only 10 seconds instead of 30, like that. Every trial will now start with an obsession. That's really good. Not for killers, mind you, but it's a good, healthy change. Because that means that killers will always have to fear Decisive Strike. I like this change. It's a healthy change. Now, you could always roll the dice and just hope to hell that the survivors aren't using Decisive and eat it at some point. But, for most part, it's probably better to play it safe and just not pick up someone who's been down within 60 seconds or who we haven't seen done an objective action. That's really interesting to note. And I think it's a good change to the game as a whole. So I like this change. Not a fan of the borrowed time change. I do like this change though. Change from PTB to live. Oh, I should have just freaking scrolled down here. Criminy. Victory can now move. Huntress adjusted Cowshed farmhouse balance. Adjusted multiple collisions in farm map. Adjusted the vault on Harvester for easier to use. Hey, what's up, Lightmane? Thank you much for the follow. Welcome, 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 my friend. And hey, what's up, Clawspire? How goes it? Hopefully you're doing well. Audio now screams audibly across the map when hooking another survivor. Wait. Now screams audibly across the map when unhooking another survivor if killer perk make your choice is active. Game audio is no longer caused to muffle in game if a game ends while Trickster is in the main event stage. Interesting. Demogorgon Portal no longer audible by survivors until activated. Hey, Giraffe, weren't you mentioning this? Did it fix the dead zones for Nurse on the Combine? Probably not. Yeah, Make Your Choice got a big buff, 100%. It's a map-wide scream now, which is very important, because if there are 4 different survivors, exactly, you can tell who has it now. That is really, really important to note. Yeah, that's really interesting. So now Demogorgon portals cannot be heard by survivors when not. Might see it more in comp? Maybe. That actually, yeah, that's actually really good in comp because you're forced to use different survivors. The Hillbait Chainsaw will now rev continuously while in the charged state. Makes sense. Makes sense. Bug fixes. Long list of them. Fix an issue that could prevent pallets from stunning killers under certain circumstances. We'll see about that. Fix an issue that could cause rare items to appear in chests more often than intended. Hey! That's good to note. We saw that come into play a lot with survivors finding keys more often than they should. Pallet stuns felt good. That's good to hear. Fix an issue that could prevent hooks from respawning broken with a perk breakdown. Thank frickin' God. Thank you. Fix an issue that caused the fatigue decrease effect from Nurse's add-on Wooden Hearse to apply on successful hits. Wow. That, I didn't even realize that was a thing. That is a huge bug that I did not realize. Fix an issue that could prevent survivors from screaming when directly hit with Clown's antibottle antidote during certain interactions. Meh. Down on certain rocks. Oh, yep, I saw that one happen a few times. Bell sounds from Mr. Elf outfit, okay. Fix an issue that allowed Victor to pounce through windows, vault locations. Pounce through. Okay, pouncing over them is fine. Makes sense. Life is perpetual torment, my ravenous hatred to roam across DBD realms seeking vengeance against Billy squads who have wronged others. Anyways, how have you been? Been pretty good, man. Been pretty good. How about you? Just going over the PTB to live changes. Could desync to triggers knife reloading animation, Iron Maiden. Could cause sometimes prevent Dream Pounce from having collision while in the up position. Interesting. Prevent blights, prestige cosmetic, don't care. Fix an issue that caused the watch to be floating when equipped to David King's Harrington jacket cosmetic. Okay. I don't think there's anything else that's really of note. Oh wait, fix an issue that could cause a survivor to become stuck in Pyramid Head's cage of atonement if they were in the extract location the exact location the spawn changes. Okay. They actually broke the Blight cosmetic. It's like Blight has now pink instead of red. Interesting. Isn't that the Dead Hard exploit in Execute? Oh, maybe it is. Maybe you're talking about that. You're right. Apparently, Blight's now pink. Position themselves between the Execute spikes and the exit. Oh, yeah. That's the Dead Hard glitch there. With soft lock when unlocking rift levels at high speed. Okay, good. Fix an issue which caused a fat shaving spot between two rocks and the Signal of Wrath. There's a lot more than just that one, folks. Can I just point that out? There's like 5 of them in freaking Backwater Swamp. Some of them over on freaking McMillan. Yeah, there's a lot more fat shaming locations than that. Yeah, I mean, overall, this looks pretty good. I don't know if they added even more problems to the game, but we'll find out. They fixed one fat shaming spot, only 30 to go. Seriously, though. But, honestly, pretty good changes. I'm pretty happy with this. Drac Game Dev, oh man, the updated map is so bright now, but it looks so pretty. Some of these changes are really good, and it's promising for Resident Evil DLC coming up. Rumor has it that it'll be Chris Redfield and the Tyrant. New map, Ice Wallow, come out with it too. That would be pretty exciting. Also, let me fix my drivers real quick. Gotta love the drivers. You know, I can't wait for you guys to get the new emotes so you guys can spam that. Let me know when drivers are broken. Love it. It's like a still image. Pretty much. When drivers break, the camera freezes. But thankfully, it's a pretty quick fix. Alright. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty excited for like the future of Dead by Daylight. They seem to be making some pretty decent changes, so I'm pretty excited. I'm like right away, out of all of these, I'm wicked excited for the look-see. I'm buying this right now, but I need cells. I'm going to just hide something so you guys can't see what I'm doing real quick. Don't blame me for taking the pic of that face. You're fine. I fully accept at this point that, that my face will be screenshotted whenever my drivers freeze. But yeah, I'm 110% getting some of these right about now. Why don't I show you my credit card information? Sounds like a fantastic idea. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Featured. I am grabbing the look-see right now. I am grabbing the Mordeo. Mordio right now. And I'm also gonna grab the Birch Witch as well. These, like, they have outdone themselves with these cosmetics, and I'm more than happy to pay for those. There's also something else. There's the Rift, right? Rift. Select challenge. Oh, the Rift is not up yet. Rift is tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah. If you show us your CC info, I'll give you a $19 DBD card. Okay, sure. So we're gonna play a match of Doctor to start off the day, I think. I do love this, like, mixture of cosmetics. Wait. Oh, it had my hopes up for a second that it wasn't locked. Like, imagine this not being locked. Like, this suit, plus the frickin' Mind's Eye drip. That'd be awesome. Alright, we'll redeem the Wheel of Killer after this. So hyped for COTF, I appreciate that, Jazzy. Why the hell does your game look so smooth? I am streaming this at 80 frames per sec, not 80 frames per second, Jesus. 1080, 60 frames per second. Now he looks like a weird Slenderman. Kind of, you're not wrong. This is actually a character called the Look-See from Crypt TV. If you are a fan of horror media, Crypt TV is on YouTube. Highly, highly, highly recommend checking them out. They are wicked awesome at what they do, and oh my god, the amount of detail in this is lovely. I kind of wish I could mix and match this cosmetic, but I'm pretty happy with this. This is very nice. I love the drips of blood off the face. It's very subtle, but I do enjoy this. Got some crazy net and 3090 or something. I don't think it's a 3090, but it's like a 2070. Slenderman license confirmed. I wish. That's never gonna happen. Slenderman is like a freaking legal nightmare to actually like get a hold of, due to the fact that it was a copy, not a copy pasta, but like a fan-made thing. So like that's probably never gonna happen. But this is really awesome. This really is. Yeah, actually, before Jazzy, I was actually streaming at 7060 or 72060, and then my editor's like, "Hey, by the way, YouTube doesn't like 720 resolution. It doesn't recommend it as well as other things on YouTube." I'm like, oh, I should probably fix that then. I wonder if they ever make a SCP crossover. Also, probably not. That's the horrible. Oh my god, they might not be able to ever do an SCP crossover, but you know what they could do? Oh, they would be able to do a freaking Cabin in the Woods crossover. So SCP, once again, has the same problem that Slenderman does, the same thing that Siren Head does, which is the IP is basically non-existent due to the fact that it's all fan-based. Probably never going to happen. But Cabin in the Woods, which is basically like SCP in a nutshell, just a different universe. It doesn't call itself SCP. But Cabin in the Woods could actually happen. That's an idea. I like that idea. Yes, Siren Head does have a concrete owner, but it's doubtful. You should try and play DVD on 1080, 1080. Rez, very good idea. I, for one, am not a fan of 1x1 stretch, so I opt not to. I just play native. But I know why people do. I just don't like doing so. I wish that behavior would fix that to where you would not be able to run stretch. Trust me, 600 1080 is much better. Thanks. Alright, though. I'm wicked excited to play some Doc. Using 4x3 saves my FPS so much. That makes sense. Hello, Fractured Cowshed. Look at this map. Like, we saw it on the PTB, but still, this does look lovely. It looks like they may have edited the corn a little bit more again. It's hard to say. I don't see anyone yet. Oh, there they are. Let's shock them out to start off. Fangman, you know I'm behind you, right? Are you okay there, Fangman? Are you having a hard time, my girl? Don't worry, the Look-See will help you. I'm not gonna reach that in time. Oh, I love that hand freaking model. That hand model looks amazing. All right, let's break this. We see surveillance in the background. All right, let's ignore Fengmin and go for the gen instead. That is gonna be more important for us. I really do love this. Okay, I'm not crazy, right? Oh, guess it just finished regressing. I definitely had the yellow. They must have left almost immediately. Maybe they're on comms. I do see, who is this? That is Claudie. Hi, Claudette. Oh, I can see you a lot more easily on the core now. That's great. I wonder if they'll ever do, like, nighttime variants of maps like Coldwind. That'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? No, I'm not gonna be able to hit you there. I need the freaking electrode. The high stimulus electrode. That way we can hit people at that window a lot more easily. It is a wrench. Yeah, it is a wrench with, like, live electricity going through it. Alright, we got the mind game there. She might get this pallet. Very possible. Pallet's done. Very nice, very nice. Let's break. She'll vault again. No, she doesn't. She goes to the next tile, which might be problematic. I'm gonna fall off the Claudette for a second. And instead, let's shock out here. Should have Dre teched. You're not wrong. Not wrong. Hi there. I don't know why you're waiting so long, Megan, but here we are anyways. They'll probably get that gen. Ruin is gone now, so surveillance is going to get a whole lot less effective. Claudette and Meg are both injured. Let's mind game her real quick. Get some distance. And I think we might get this hit without Dead Hard. Perfect. And we might be able to pop that gen if no one's on it. Yeah, Dead Dog Nighttime would be sick, honestly. I would love for them eventually do that. Have daytime versions and nighttime versions. Maybe they could bring back the Moonlight offerings to change it to that. Oh yeah, the Doctor HUD update is live. I'm very excited for it. This looks really good. It's very easy to understand, which is something I do like. Would it be time zoned or random? I think random would be kind of cool. I don't think time zone would be too necessary. Let's shock out again. Hello, Fengmin. Alright, you have Sprint Burst. Would never have known that based on your behavior earlier, I will say that. You will not get that fault. Yeah, the Crypt TV cosmetics look freaking amazing. They really do. Let's down you. Let's pick you up, and let's hook you and pop that gen you were on. There's a hook right here. Very nice. Hey, what's up, sexy beast? How goes it? How goes it? And bye, Blightmane. Have a good one, my friend. Thank you much for stopping by, saying hi, and joining the Guilty Ones. Very happy to have you here. Oh yeah, the Look-See is probably one of the most iconic creations of Crypt TV, I would have to say. But it's very, very, very good looking. Is that Sprint Burst on Meg? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's easy enough. Pallet's gone. She doesn't make it to the window in time. Very close on that one. I also see what looks to be the Feng Min or Claudette going back onto that gen that we just popped. Let's pick you up. Yeah, but she waited way too long as a thing. Alright, let's pop again. And then we can shock immediately after to find where they are. Because this person was injured, mind you. There we go. That's a Claudette if I've ever heard one. Hello, Claudie. Let's see. Did she hold W? She did. I was hoping to mind game her there and get a hit, but she held W instead. Fair play. But she's not paying attention. How's the cold one rework? It's looking good. I mean, in the PTB, it looked very promising to begin with, but now it looks very, very nice. Like, I'm very happy with the result of this. The corn doesn't feel too oppressive. Overall, it feels like a really good update to the map. It feels like good artistic direction, to say the least. So close. I was hopeful to get that hit before she's able to get it off. That's unfortunate timing. Sure, I mean, you can stun me if you really want to. I'll break this and break you too. Corn is a little worse, but still manageable. I think that the corn is honestly better, not gonna lie. I think that corn is far better than it was before. I can actually see in between the stalks of corn. It's not like a screen, where the more layers deep they go in, the worse off it is. Also, can I note something? How has Bill somehow avoided being hit by my shock therapy or static blast this entire game? A little bit insane to think about, right? Oh yeah, I can imagine that the pallet's working normally. Everyone's very happy about. There we go, Bill. Alright, so Meg and Claude are on tier 3. That's good. Hi, Billy boy. Yeah, go for it. That's a free pallet for me, bud. is much more annoying now. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Okay. You'll go a long way. Fine by me, my boy. Alright. Vaults. Vault back. That's 2, Bill. So you need to either leave the tile or die. I hear the gen to my right being worked on. I ignore it for now. And just go for the spell. He leaves the tile and continues through. Do I get to him here before this pallet? I think so. Dead hard. Nicely done. Coming back for that was a bad idea. You had the distance to at least extend the chase a little bit longer. But doing that was a piss poor idea, Billy. They are cranking out these gens relatively well, though. I will mention that. And they have split gens to where they have a 2 to 1. So I don't have a good 3 gen to patrol either. So, some slight issues. 1 and 2. I'm going to ignore them for now, just check gens. So far, gens are relatively good for me. It seems like all of them are pretty well silenced, so let's kind of try and get someone out. I think the Feng Min... Is it a Feng Min or the Meg who's dead on hook? I think it's the Meg. There's Claude. Perfect timing. Killing the Meg off would be good too since she has a key in hand. Let's try and make sure she does not get a chance to use that, if possible. That frame star was kind of strange though. Mid-vault. That was perfect for me. Upsy daisy, Megan. I need to get back to that gen that the Feng Min was by, lest we do see that pop off, though. That is one small issue. And it's a little bit of a trek, so I do fear that'll probably pop off by the time I get there. If there's one person on it, they'll be very, very close. 2 people, maybe I can... No, there's no way 2 people. 1 person, we should be able to get it. Pop it. Good, good. And scratch marks and blood heading towards here. Hi, Bill. Alright, let's put you up on hook, Billy boy, and then let's patrol the other gens ASAP. Who's my favorite survivor? My favorite survivor probably is Felix. He is my main. So I would say Felix boy. Alright, you're on death hook now, Bill. Noted. Control these last 2 gens. Pop this just in time. The last gen could be pretty well done, though, which is a minor issue. But we do see 2 people here going for the unhook. Let's hit the Claude. She loses momentum by running into that barrel. And she'll go for the window here, but you've already knocked down the door. Pallet. Let's break. And she'll go back inside. Will she vault again? No, she doesn't. Dead hard. Wow, that actually worked on me. Nicely done, Claudie. That on the hand, not so much. Okay. Can we bring this back? Where are the exit gates? There's one to my right, which we can go to immediately. I don't see where the other one is. Might be behind me? Yeah, it's over there. Wow, they're already on it, too. I wish that being on tier 3 would interrupt the exit gate. I honestly think that it should. If you're tier 3 and insane, you shouldn't be able to open the exit gate. That's my own personal opinion, but small things like that, I suppose. BT? Yeah, it's either that or I wait it out. I guess I probably should have just waited it out after all. But they get 3 out. Honestly, 9 hooks with 1 dead. It's not bad. It's not great either, mind you. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you can. But honestly, not a bad match for us. We probably could have played it a little bit better, for sure. But GG, well played, nonetheless. Alright, was Doctor on a win streak? Doctor loses his win streak of 3. Unfortunate. I do want to play 2 other killers during the stream with those new cosmetics. I'm excited to try them out. Hey, what's up, Icy? GG, my friend. GG. Fun match indeed. Be just down by saying hi. Thanks for not tunneling. Hey, no worries. I try my best not to, especially now with the obsession change. But I try my best not to. I always try and make sure that there's at least one hook in between. Hey, what's up, Chicken Nugget? How goes it? How goes it? GG, my friend. Would love for both you and Icy to join the Guilty Ones if you are interested. We are an educational killer main. He teaches killers how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. Would love for both of you to be here if you are interested. And let me just update my win streak real quick so you can see all the updates as they come through. Green screen is wonky behind me. I don't know if you want to fix it or not. Oh, it's not wonky. What's happening right now is there's a shadow being casted from outside. There's nothing I can do about it. It will pass in due time. But we have spun the wheel and we have landed on the nurse. Do you guys want to play nurse, or would you like to spin the wheel of killer? It is up to you. Alrighty, up and meanwhile, while you guys are thinking it over. And it looks like Cammy said, no nurse. Though that is a redeem of the wheel, we do need a reroll, actually, for nurse to be a no. And we'll count that wheel for next match. Up against while snapping out of it. Yes, you are supposed to be able to. I do not like that you can, though. That's the key thing there. I've always said that you shouldn't be able to do any objective action. The only thing is, exit gates aren't considered an objective action. The same reason is that if you have DS activated and you go for the exit gate, it does not deactivate your DS because it's not considered objective action. Really stupid. Also, thank you much for the follow, Chicken Nuggets. I appreciate it, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Guilty Ones. And it looks like we are playing the angry man himself, the Oni. Alright, Oni me boy, let's get on in here. Indeed, the angry man. Alright. So let's see, what other kills do we want to play today? We're definitely going to want to play Huntress and Hag with the new Crypt TV skins. Outside of that, I might play a few matches of Survivor just to test out. Also, Demogorgon and Freddy too. Twins. I want to get them in. Demogorgon didn't change much. Twins, I do want to play. Have you watched Jason vs. Freddy? I have. That was like, how long ago did that video come out? That's been quite a while, right? I'm not crazy. But let's see. I need to play Freddy, Twins. I guess Freddy didn't change too much, but Twins, yes. Redeem Huntress, but I will save my points if we're going to play her anyways. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play Huntress. Huntress, Hag, and Twins are my definites today. Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that. 2 toolboxes. Let's note there that they get increased number of skill checks now. Do I think that's going to be too influential? Maybe not. Isn't a great skill check on toolboxes only 1% of a gen? It doesn't seem like too much, but that's still pretty significant. I was thinking that arm should be an outfit. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure each great skill check of a gen is 1%. I'd have to double check, though. Either ways, it's not horribly influential, but it's still significant enough. And we do have 2 flashlights. Let's keep that in mind as well. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. If they're not good at skill checks, it could catch them off guard. Let me just message Frankie something real quick. Alright. Alright. So let's see. What do I want to do today? Huntress, Hag, Twins. Freddy and Demo I don't feel like I need to play just because the PTB to live changes haven't really been too much different, if at all. And I guess we could play some Survivor too. Wouldn't be a horrible idea with some Lucky Break. Lucky Break, Iron Will, Rotten Fields. I still don't like that this freaking map exists. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like this map at all. It's one of my least favorite maps. Alright, let's take a look. Crows are still there on Harvester, so they are not over here. In that case, maybe they spawned here and rotated left? That's exactly what they did. They're on a hill. I do like that they added the hills now. That is kind of nice, not gonna lie. And who am I chasing here? That is Jeffy Boy. Alright, Jeffster, what's the game plan? Are you gonna go up on Harvester? You are. Ooh, that was a really awkward bounce. Look at that. Can I not make it here anymore? There we go. It's a bit more difficult to get that bounce, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, will he make it? Yeah, he does, so we're just gonna go around. And down the Jeff. Infectious right on no one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around Harvester a little bit and get used to that for sure. Let's put you up on hook. And let's patrol the last 2 active gens. Did they make it so you can't do that anymore? You can, it's just a bit more different. I'll have to take a look at that. Looks like they might be on comms, since they found that pretty quick. Yeah, look at that. I have an idea. Okay, you can swing across for it. And you can, ooh, you can't really swing back anymore though. So playing Harvester might be a little bit more difficult. It's definitely changed from the PTB though, I'll tell you that much. I probably could have swung at that, not gonna lie. Alright, she goes behind me towards the next pallet. Will you drop it early, Cloud? You do not. Mind game me one more time. See if we can get the mind game going. We cannot. So you'll drop. Will you blind me? You will not. I have to look at it at a certain angle. Maybe. You're not wrong. I'll have to try it out. But I'm going to go back for Jeff's gen. Just for the fact that I don't think it was fully ruined. Yeah, I guess we can't ignore the Meg. Sure. I mean, if you want to feed me these pallets, there aren't many pallets on this map. So getting these pallets out of the way is pretty good for me. All right, let's go over here towards Jeff's gen. Sounds like he might have been back on it. I hear them going around still. I want to say Jeff, it might be there, as well as Meg, or it could just be Meg. Yep. And certain angle made it without swinging, yeah. Maybe that is the case. Alright, 10% regression on that. I mean, they're doing a good job of not getting hit, but the amount of pallets that we're just getting out of the way is very, very significant. So, like, the late game might be really difficult for them. At least I can hope. Alright, she'll get inside and we'll get to the vault. She holds the angle. Yep, nicely done. And she'll go around long side again. We get the hit and our power. But yeah, we're gonna see gens pop off left and right is the problem. So do we commit to the Cheryl? Yep, drivers did go again. Only par for the course, realistically speaking. Dead hard? Nice job on that. That's so awkward, though. Look at this. There we go. Okay, I think I see it now. So I think I figured out how you can do that more effectively. So you have to actually go over this lip and then do that. That's exactly how you do it. Okay, that makes sense. I hear someone here. Not a moth, Meg. And I think I need to ignore you, actually. So let's demon dash this way. Yeah, the hay is farther away. I figured out how you do it. You have to go over that little cap instead of not doing so. Before you didn't have to. Now you do. Alright. Let's go back. There's Jeff. You don't make that, Jeff. Let's pick you up and put you up on hook. And then we need to... Meg, I'm not a godforsaken moth. Come on now. Yeah, frickin' heathen. Alright, let's chase Cheryl. We can chase her towards the generator that we need to pop. Close one. Let's get some distance here. Oh, she went the wrong way. Let's down you, and then go pop the gen. Alright, we got that. Might as well pick you up. That way, if Claudette touches the gen again, we can get a repop. Let's see if that is the case. See the Claudette to the right. And as she touched it again, she is not. There you are, you little sneak. The Corin ain't as effective as it used to be, Claudette. Not a lot of places for you to blend. Let's put it that way. Body block for the BT. Yep, that's what they were going for. Not gonna work out in your favor. Let's pick you up, put you up on a hook. And then we did see someone going for the... whatchamacallit, the gen. Let's let you go. Corn moved right behind the gen, so we know which direction they're going in. Hello, Jeffy boy. Would you like to be downed again? Meat tree has not been used up. And it's the wrong way for us to loop it, so we need to go this way. Let's see. We got our power. Now let's go back to that gen ASAP. Scratch marks going over to Shaq. Alright, they're hiding in the corn now. Let's go back to the gen. Alright, let's pop it, just so we can get some regression. I doubt they'll touch it right away, while in Wrath mode. I don't know how I didn't hit her, maybe a sprint burst? That'd be my main thought. That's not what I want to do, and definitely not what I was looking at. I was trying to get the vault, but I guess I was too close to the hay bale. Kind of strange. Yep, we'll fatigue out. I might need to ignore her for a second. Still regressing, that's good news. This gen has been worked on, looks like by the Jeff. Yeah, that is Jeff. Alright. What's causing him to be aura red, by the way? I don't actually know. Yeah, I have no idea what's causing him to be aura red. That's kind of strange. Not gonna lie. I think we do get him here, because you'll get vacuumed back on the pallet just like that. Gotta be object? Yeah, I guess so. Testing out the new object, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Overall, like, they played pretty well. They played very aggressively. They robbed Oni of early game pressure by, you know, making sure that they use pallets to their advantage. So, 30 seconds for 3 seconds, yeah. Every 30 seconds for 3 seconds is how it works. Scratch marks. Continue, and we see the Meg. We don't have any blood banks that I'm aware of, and she's probably going back for the other exit gate, I'd imagine. Let's see if we can cut her off. Ooh, that's a shame, Megan. Really, it is. Because that exit gate has not been touched whatsoever. Perfect. Looks like they're going over here. Hi, Cheryl. Alright, she'll go around to the pallet. Honestly, I should probably... If I had realized that she was vaulting a little bit sooner, I think it would have been fine. That's my bad. Yo, what's up, Val? Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Hello. Claude, are you sure you want to do that? I think that might be a bad idea. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's hook you here. And then we can pick up Claude and see if Cheryl might be altruistic. Oh, Claudie. Upsy daisy. Let's hook you and grab her power immediately. I was hoping that they would be a little bit more hesitant for that. Alright, let's sprint. I know roughly where they're probably going. That's a crow. Blood going this way. Didn't cross though. No, 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 Megan. I think not. I don't know where you think you're going, but it ain't anywhere good. Didn't realize that she went to the right. There we go. And I want to guess the Cheryl's probably over here. Wait, one person DC'd. The Cheryl DC'd. Oh, wait, what time is it? Oh, the 8012 error code might be coming. I think the Cheryl just got the 8012. That's bad timing. No, I think it's Steam. The 8012 error. Yep. She probably was like in the exit gate or getting towards that one there. Oof. Well, we still get a loss in the long run as Claude did escape. But c'est la vie. Right at the end of it. Great timing for me because I should be able to get my blood points as long as I don't press OK. Maybe? Maybe not. It's not showing anything. That's a little bit worrisome. That might not have counted. Rough. Well, Oni still loses his 5-win streak nonetheless. But yeah, right when we're about to receive our blood points, we got the 8012. I have no idea what I started with, so zero clue. Have they made any mentions of MMR at all, by the way? I don't think they have, right? I know that was still a thing, like, on the table, but outside of that, I still have heard nothing regarding. Legon? We could play some Legon, but I think I have a spin of the wheel after this. But we right now are being struck by the 8012 error code, so right now it's going to be some 8012 Q&A. So everyone's day doing. How you doing, GG? Hopefully you're doing well. Is bad we have all the killers for a specific map and who is killing for all 4 games of Eternity already? No, not at all. That's smart. That's called strategy tricks. That is a very, very smart move. We are Tuesday indeed. We are indeed. Well, alright, so unfortunately Oni did lose that round. We can spin the wheel while we're rating, I suppose. And we have landed on Mr. Baba. Do you guys want to spin Baba again, or would you like to play him? Up to you. I had about 540 before, so let's see what we have after. It'd probably be close to 560, I'd bet. If not, a little bit more. We got a decent number of hooks there and a DC to boot. Trickster streak at 0, and it's best of 1. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played a lot of Trickster, to be fair, but Trickster rough. Talking about Hannibal with Alex a few minutes ago, so I read that as the Hannibal. Makes sense, Sammy, makes sense. Alright, so this could go on probably for like another 5 minutes or so, I'd imagine. what do you guys think of this update? What is this randomizer? This is DBD Randomizer. I can send the link in chat. It's actually made by one of my viewers, Alpha, who is pretty awesome, and would highly recommend supporting them. Keep in mind that the win streak below that is not part of the randomizer. That is an asset created by my graphic designer, Peter. If you would like his contact info, you can actually find it right below the video where it says the designer. The artist, on the other hand, would be my emo artist, Sophie. Which, by the way, I do need to respond to a message from Sophie. All right. How are you losing winning the games you do? So you can actually go to exclamation point streak for the entire rule set. It's pretty straightforward, all things considered. No add-ons. If anyone escapes via the exit gate, then it's a loss unless I have closed the hatch. If they escape via the hatch when the gens are powered, then that also counts as a loss. Looks like we're going to be playing some Bubba. Thank you, Frankie. Alright. And Bubba's on a 17? I got my points. Hey, that's exciting. That would have sucked if I hadn't. You know what, though? You know what actually really sucks? Cheryl definitely didn't. Cheryl 100% did not get her points. Like, right at the end of the match. So I did because the match ended immediately as I got to 80-12. And Cheryl just absolutely got nothing. Yeah, that's a feel bad for her, for sure. That's a feel bad. But ideally, if Sophie gets back to me by the end of the week regarding how much I owe them for the emotes, we should have her new emotes probably by next Monday, if not sooner. So I'm gonna have to figure out like all of the tiers and what that's gonna look like. And some of them are gonna be bit-based emotes, so you'll have to donate a certain number of bits to get certain emotes. So keep that in mind. I'm going to have to figure out what that will look like. That is until we do hit partner eventually, where we will get access to even more emotes. Which, you know, who knows? That we're only what, 6 months in roughly from November? Yeah, about 6 months into streaming. November, 7 months. About 7 months. So who knows? One tier should be called the guilty ones. I like that. I like that. I stuck with like metals, you know, bronze, silver, and gold, because you know, guilty or gilded, rather gilded, which would be the, you know, gold plated. What's my build on Bubba? Oh, that's not the right build on Bubba. Alright, well, I got Corrupt Intervention on that, but I didn't get, Bamboozle. So I have Corrupt, Pop, Ruin, and Barbecue on Macmillan. Okay, that's fine. At least we're not running Spies from the Shadows, I suppose. That perk is not exactly horribly worthwhile for us. By the way, has anyone here watched today's part 1 of Outlast yet? It did air at 2 o'clock CST, so if you haven't checked that out, would highly recommend it. It was so good. I'm happy to hear, Giraffe. That's way exciting. I will say that I was talking to Cam, and I was a little bit nervous about doing YouTube-specific content because, like, I feel like I have a good rapport when it comes to Twitch streaming. But I don't know what that, like, how that translates to being a YouTuber, you know, not having an audience and making it a bit more personal. Because on Twitch, it's very much like a community thing, right? I'm interacting with many, but YouTube is like one-to-one almost, if that makes sense. So I'm very happy to hear that you enjoyed it. I'm very happy to hear that. And Subnautica will be airing on Thursday. I have watched it from beginning to end. Pretty happy with what Cam has done. It's a very big departure from what I'm normally known for in some way, shape, or form. But it's still very much me at its core. With some additives. So I'm very excited for you guys to see that too and get your thoughts on if you like the editing style, if you don't like the editing style, and going from there. Alright, looks like she's going to vault in, so let's chainsaw this. Alright, let's ignore for now and pressure gens. We do see scratch marks going over here. Do we hear the gen on the hill? Alright, yeah. Alright, if Cheryl gets a stun, we might be able to get her. No, close. No cigar, though. If I had, like, Beast Mark, then absolutely. Hello! Alright, let's break this and pursue the Nia. Right now... Oh, wait, we see Meg going back to another gen. Can we get this down fast enough? Honestly, I'm gonna ignore her. I want to partial this gen instead. Let's see, where is she going? She's going further back. Alright, she has object. I feel like we're going to see a lot of the new object obsession. I don't know why. I just have that sneaky suspicion. She also has quick and quiet, by the way. I'm not sure if anyone else noticed that. Alright, she's locked off the T wall. Her only hope is the L and dead hard. There we go. And down. I mean, object, I think it can be used now from a solitary perspective. I don't think it has to be a swift perk anymore. Wait. Oh no, that's barbecue. Thank God. I thought for a second I saw freaking 2 additional objects. Criminy, I freaking was a little bit worried there. Here's the vault. And down you go. No, 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 Fengmin. No, no, no. I think not. Just going to go pick you up. Psych! Alright, Fengmin. Time to go for you. Alright, will you vault? Oh, that life just saved her frickin' butt. That is for sure. With captains, we'll be having another game because of... Yes, that is correct. So there'll, instead of being 4 matches now, there'll be 5 matches instead. That is accurate. Well, you're dead. That's unfortunate. Hi there. I don't know what you were thinking was going to happen. Oh, you're up. Soul Guard? Yeah, Soul Guard. Wait, why didn't frickin' Cheryl pick herself up and go for the unhook while I was chasing the thing? That makes so little sense. Cheryl could have saved the frickin', who was on it? Who was on the hook? Whoever it was. Yeah, they could absolutely have saved her. But she held the frickin' Soul Guard. What? That's so stupid. Like, I'm not crazy for thinking that, right? She had all the time in the world to recover and then pick herself up with Soul Guard. Alright, Fengmin's here. So is Cheryl. I'm gonna fake you out. She didn't have it yet. If she doesn't have Unbreakable, the boosted speed. It still doesn't take that long, right? Like, we had her slugged out for a while. That makes very little sense to me. It really does. Alright. Looks like they're probably going for the unhook over here, so let's chainsaw over. Might have been able to make it, I don't know for sure, yeah. Just seems very silly, especially with that protection. She could have absolutely gotten the unhook. Yeah, it was the Meg. Meg with object, that's right. That's who it was. Hatch is a yes, sounds like a plan. No DS in hand from the looks of things. Where's a freaking hook, though? Does anyone else see a hook? Oh, it's back there. Well, I'm stupid. Yeah, once again, I really do wish that hooks would be highlighted even if they were in line of sight, because I completely lost that hook because I blended into the background. I was like, oh, there's no hook back here. That's so strange. Must be further up. Nope. Yeah, I 100% did not see the hook. So I'm hoping that they are able to get the pickup. Otherwise, I guess we'll just kill Cheryl, and then Nia can probably escape off my shoulder pretty easily. Alright, they are going for the pickup. Good, good, good. Funny enough, she actually crawled further back towards the hook. I actually may have been able to pick her up at that point. Hello. How goes it, survivors? I'm gonna go for Cheryl. She's actually pretty out of place. Let Nia get the unhook on the Fang, I suppose. Hi. Where are you going, Fangman? I think she may have vaulted for the Lithe. I'm not sure, though. Yeah, I think that's exactly what she did. Let's get a little bit of distance here. Alright, there goes Nia. But where's the Fang? There's the Fang. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea, Fang. I saw exactly what she was thinking of in that moment of, oh, I should drop this pallet. He knows where I am. Like, I might as well swing. Alright, Fang's up and dead. Let's sprint on back. And I guess we'll try and down the Nia. The hatch escape will be up to these two survivors. I see Cheryl going to the left. I'm not sure where Nia is, though. I think you boxed yourself in, didn't you, Cheryl? Yeah, you did. Dead hard? Where's Nia? I don't... Oh, there she is. I was about to say, I didn't see her go anywhere. And we'll just get a cheeky mind game. Oh yeah, Nia 100% needs to take aggro. Then again, the Cheryl, like, really ran out there. You know, I hate this type of situation where I have someone down... Wait, she has Soul Guard. Don't do this. Don't do it. We're just gonna wait for her to die. Hatch was a yes? Yeah. Well, I picked her up because otherwise she's going to Soul Guard up, and I just need her to die. No. I just need her to die. That way I can guarantee you don't Soul Guard. I'm gonna stand in front of a hook in case you try and struggle out again. Nia, I need you to die, please. Otherwise, I will hook this frickin' Cheryl. Don't tempt me. It would be a lot shorter of a time. Come on, Nia. For the love of God. Does she think I'm just kind of going on a merry stroll of Cheryl or something? And she's like, I'm just going to struggle. This is fine. Thank you. Thank you for finally dying. Alright. Now the fun part. We actually need to find Hatch now. Well, that's unfortunate. Where might it be? Gotta get those BP, yeah, the couple hundred. Alright, well, let's search around. Thankfully this map isn't too big, but it can still be a bit of a pain because of those little pockets. You can struggle now if you want. Actually, let me just drop you. I'm gonna let her find it too. So that way, if she finds it, she can get it. Come on. Go, go. Get off my shoulder. Nope. One more. How about now? Hey, what's up, Blue Goblin? How goes it? Go and find Hatch. 2 people faster than 1. When I find it, I'll rev my chainsaw. Until then, you go search too. I'll check this way, you check that way. Yeah, she's checking that way. Good, good, good. This will be a little bit faster. How you doing, Luke Goblin? Hopefully doing well. What have you been up to today? Anything much? Alright, where is she? Cheryl! Where is she? This way. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Is she just vaulting for no reason? Okay, sure. Come on. There you go. Alright. Well, GG, well played to these survivors. BT, Sabo, this Meg died a horrible death thanks to the fact that Soul Guard was never activated. That's unfortunate, but say la vie. Alright, I believe that is 18 wins on Mr. Bubba, is it not? So he is that much closer to 20, which is very exciting. Him and Plague actually are on 18. That's true, Meg did let go, but it's because she went on like second phase, so give and take, I suppose. But let's see, we got another spin of the wheel from Clawspire. Sounds like a plan. And we have spun the wheel and landed on Mr. Mikey Myers. Would you like to play some Michael, or would you like to spin the wheel killer? You feel like playing Trickster today? I mean, I'm fine doing so. He's gotten a small buff, but it's still not enough for me to like go, oh yeah, he's great now. We are using our new build on Mikey too with Bamboozle, Corrupt, Rune, Pop. But not seeing anyone spin the wheel again, so already up on Michael for now. See what damage we can do. Hello, Clemmy. How goes it? And Hammy has said, let's reroll after all. Can I play Myers against you in League? I mean, you can try. I still don't think that he is what I would refer to as comp viable. My favorite and least favorite killers to play? Most favorite, probably like Legion, Demogorgon, Deathslinger. Least favorite, Billy, Blight, Trickster. Now we got ran through. I mean, overall, I think you guys did as good as you could, but I do appreciate the follow, Clammy. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. I am Mark, aka Guild Spiderman, educational killer main, here to teach killers how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. We also play in dedication to Extra Life, where we're trying to help heal kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. Would love to have you join our community Discord, as well as subscribe to my YouTube, where you can actually find part 1 of our Outlast playthrough drop today. And Devour Soap, well, good news. Already got that on in, so you're good. Yes, indeed, it is Danny Boy. Well, to be fair, I'm not disrespecting your Blight tricks. It's just that I'm not a good Blight. Or not as good of a Blight as I could be. So that is why. Yep, the drivers, always. Some days, they're very quiet. They don't bother me. Some days, they just go, you know what? I think we want to screw with you, mate. Today's one of those days, apparently. Hey, what's up, Hidden Overlord? Welcome to the Guilty Ones as well. Not sure if you heard my intro, but welcome, welcome, welcome. If you did not, let me know. G says, Hex Cleanse another bone, Undying. So, in that case, if I'm running Undying... Ooh, do I have Undying on Ghostface? I might not. We do not. Would you like to change that, GG? Unfortunately, I don't have Undying. He's still a two-page killer. Otherwise, we can refund you on that one. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Mantra Shrine. Insidious, probably the best perk on Ghostface, right? Guess we can wait for a next game. Sounds good, sounds good. And you can change your perk choice if you want next game, GG. But yeah, so we're working on Billy. We should be finished with Billy if I deposit all my blood points into him, and then twins after. I think at that point we're like 75% of the way finished with all the killer perks, which is nice. I still love playing Blade, but he's not as fun as he could be just because my skill level is not as good. There's no killer that I go, ugh, I'm playing this killer. All of them are fun in their own respect, but I guess I have my favorites. Alright, Ghosty Boy, let's redeem yourself. You were on a 15-win streak, and now no longer. Let's even get you back up onto a 1, if possible. That reminds me, we also need to play a match of Pig today. Today is her day to get the double digits. Good blights are terrifying, can never feel safe on a gen, because he coming out of nowhere. Same with Billy. Billy less so than Blight, but I agree. I agree with the sentiment, especially like if you're watching Vigo's Court this Saturday. Lilith, who is a freaking amazing Blight, mind you, freaking wreck shop. They're very proficient in Blight for sure. All right, Lilith Omen. Yeah, Lilith was in Vigo's. Lilith is a very, very good Blight and very good at what they do. Hello. How are you? Try to make sure she doesn't get me out of stealth. There we go. You don't make it really anywhere. Alright. Let's see, you're heading towards middle. Do you see some additional scratch marks in this area? Could be that they went downstairs, maybe? Alright, will she vault? Let's listen. Alright, we'll ignore for a second. Because I do hear a David step and stomping on the grass. Close, no cigar. I was hopeful to get that hit before the pallet, but he greeds it. I don't know why he would. Honestly, he should have just thrown it. He would have avoided a hit at that point. Sure, go for it, mate. We'll break this. Thankfully, when we cloak up like this, he doesn't know where we are. Sure, I mean, you extend the chase a full freaking hell state. Drop it. He does not. Smart of him. Good job. We have another survivor back here, Bill. I don't know why you would do that. That's not all too smart. Now we're looping to friends. Yeah, I mean, one of you gets down now. And I might as well go for the person with the flashlight. Hi, David. You wanna stick around, watch Bill get hooked? I can cheat a thing or two. Maybe you can be the next killer. Alright. Not sure where David went. Hello? Jane? What were you thinking? That I wasn't gonna hear the frickin' ugh sound that when you dropped? Seriously. Let's go for I saw David. But I think Jane's a good target here. No dead hard. So I can play on decent net, makes sense. Need to get back to playing demo? Demo's a ton of fun. I'd highly recommend playing demo, boy. Nope. What? So can I ask you guys a question? Does it seem like to anyone else that survivors are wicked aggressive with flashlights now? Do they think that all killers are moths or something? Because I swear to freaking God, that might be the case. Drop it. We're gonna ignore him for a second. He could have decisive. Are pretty good, honestly. Yeah, I would say so. I would 110% agree. I don't know what was up with my freaking swing there. Your death moth, obviously, indeed. Is Bill the only survivor with a flashlight? I wasn't paying attention to the pre-game lobby. I'll be honest. Did I hear someone? I do. Hi there, Bill. We're gonna go for Jane, though. You're a non-obsession, Jane. So this is a good choice for me. I don't think you make it unless we have a dead hard. No dead hard, so you get downed. New killer idea, Moth. Maybe it'll be a collaboration, Godzilla and what was it? Godzilla, Mothra. Either that or Mothman. Weakness, flashlight. Yes, indeed, Mothman. Exactly. I still want a killer that's theoretically blind and that can hear footsteps. Like, it's only like echolocation based. Kind of like In Silence, I think it's called. Let's head over this way. See if we can find anyone. I did leave. Who did I leave over here? Oh, there we are. There's a Bill. Hi, Bill. I mean, wasn't expecting you to come right to me, but that works. Yeah, I think it was In Silence is the asymmetrical multiplayer game. Seen a Wendigo idea similar to that. Very terrible vision, so they're focused on sound. I really would love a killer like that. I'm not gonna lie. They also could eventually maybe do like a Until Dawn crossover. I think that'd be really cool. Until Dawn crossover in that style. Do you have the vault spot there? You don't. You have the drop down, which means you'll get stunned. Bounce landing. That's what you have. I was wondering what exhaustion perk you had. Not gonna lie. Good drop. Let's go to the right. Fake it out and break. He heads over to the right. Oh, hi, Lori. Are you there, Gen Jockey? I feel like you haven't really gone for any unhooks this entire game. Criminy. Well, you don't really have much here. Dead hard? No dead hard. I'm just saying, the fact you're making us play an Ormond makes my brain splat. Hey, that wasn't on me. That was on you guys. You guys voted for the maps. I'm just pointing that out there. So, that's all on you. I gave you guys the options and you all took them. Who voted for Ormond? Majority of the freaking league. What you on about, Tricks? I don't hear the stippy. Oh, I see blood. Hello, David. There we go. Just mind game him a little bit. Make him question which way is he coming from. I don't know which. Let's put you up on this hook. And I think everyone's just about on death hook now, right? Not crazy. Ooh, hello. 10% regression. I love that info. Hello. Drop down, Jane? Yup. Are you gonna go back up, maybe? No, unfortunate, but that's okay. I think we're in a relatively good spot here. Alright, down she goes. The little traumatized from Trapper Game and Ormond, man. That's fair, Tricks. I mean, realistically speaking, I'm not a horrible fan of the map either, but hey, I am at the behest of the league. So, hello, you two. How goes it? I guess let's go for Bill. We haven't hooked him in a hot minute. We'll drop ourselves down to 4 stacks of save, unfortunately, but c'est la vie. The only other option would have been to try and stalk him. What are you trying to do, Bill? I'm so confused by you. Your gameplay makes me very concerned for your well-being. Alright, Bill's gone. No ed band? Yeah, I'm heavily considering the no ed band. Even without the polls, like, it's very much on my mind. And that's why you should respect Say the Best for Last. Quick nap turn into 2-hour one. Fair enough, Simple. It be like that sometimes. Decide to uninstall self this update? Oof. I thankfully didn't get that. But that's an oof, that's for sure. Say the Best for Last is a great perk. Honestly, even if you don't have an M2 ability like Demo, it's still very, very useful. That was a weird commit. I mean, realistically speaking, I think the play there was that she's trying to get it done so Hatch would spawn. That's my only thought there. 10% regression. You don't have DS anymore? I don't know what you were thinking, David. I really don't. But what's the verdict, Guilty Ones? Does the Lori get the hook or the hatch? Nay? Alright, sounds good. No one in comp just feels not fun, personally. I get the idea to just do totems, but that's a lot of time off of gens. Yeah, I feel that. That's why, like I said, I'm heavily considering Noah to be banned. I woke up feeling a bit nauseous. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks, Simple. Hopefully you feel better soon. But with that being said, this does put Mr. Ghostface back onto a 1-win streak. Still a BS perk, but look at this. Lori can't DS you now. It's true. But GG, well played to these survivors. To be fair, the right play by the Lori there was probably to leave gen entirely. I don't think the right play was to stick to that gen. I think that with DS in hand, if she had it, then she should have just left gen and allowed David to take it. It says the update will be done in 1,500 days. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Gotta love those load times. Oof. Yeah, I would say, maybe check if your ISP, if your download speeds aren't that great. GTA loading time's still slower. Criminy. Alright, well, with that being said, do we want to spin the Wheel of Killer? Or do you want to... We have a spin? Okay, we have a spin already. I was about to say, either that or we play the Huntress. Alright, and we did spin on the dock. Do we guys want to play another match of the Doctor, aka the Looksee? Or do you guys like to spin it once again, since we already got in a game with him in? Give you 25 seconds? Well, already up, and well, we'll see if you get it in time. I really do love this skin, though. Hey, what's up, Kuru? How goes it? How goes it? I still wish, though, that it wasn't a lock skin. I would really love to put like the foul Biles head on the Looksee. All right, we are re-rolling after all. I don't know why Doc got this skin. I don't care, but I love it. And yo, what's up, Dubstep Wolf? Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. Very happy to have you here. And there is the Trickster. Long time no see. Let's get a game of you in. Our perks, by the way, are still hot garbage on Trickster. We have one page of perks. Let's see. Let's run... I don't know what to run here. No Way Out, Overcharge, Rancor, Starstruck? Yeah? You got OP Force Penance, indeed. Adept. Okay, we're going Adept, Adept Trickster then. Alright, no coup de grace on Trickster. Looks like Adept first. And Gigi, you also have a choice of one perk. So, do you want... So I'm gonna give Gigi priority. Gigi, do you want to do one perk of your choice, or would you like to see Adept? Up to you. But I'll put on the Adept perks for now. I don't think I have Adept Trickster. Yeah. Yeah, go for Insidious, cause lols. Okay. So in that case, we're not doing it... I'm gonna do this. So GG has priority tricks. So I can possibly do it on the match of Trickster after this if you guys want. But we're gonna do Insidious for the lulz. We're gonna do No Way Out, Overcharge, and Rancor, I guess. Or I guess I could take off that and go Starstruck. Let's do that. Has Devour in the bank? No, we had Devour last game, Giraffe. Devour just got freaking cleansed in like 0.5 seconds. So Devour's already gotten, yeah. Ghostface had Devourer. We are going to do Undying. Didn't have Undying, so hence now Insidious on Trickster. And then we're going to bank Trix's for next match. And then Vega's as well. That is how we're going to do it. Alright, so for the most part, we're just going to be a freaking M1 killer. And if we see good opportunity for our M2, we'll use it. Nothing hurts to kill him more than Devour being cleansed. Not gonna deny that. Want to practice my Oni, but I really don't want to practice my Oni. I mean, the biggest thing of Oni tricks is get early hits. Okay, so we're gonna do Trickster for Insidious, then Trickster Adept, and then Vega. We'll get their perk redeem as well. Same. So if he messaged me, same price as last time. What was that? Remind me what that was. Alright. Golden with just the AK nothing. Gotcha. Gotcha. Good perks. Such a good perk indeed. Yeah, agreed. Personally, I like the, you know, the A mixed with the B, but still. Adept Trapper, but throw in Corrupt. I would love to be able to say that I could throw in Corrupt, but Trapper doesn't have any perks whatsoever outside of, like, stock perks. So we can do Adept Trapper. I just can't do Corrupt. Came here for from boredom. What KS did I miss while I was non-existent? Everyone wanted me to do Adept killers, it would seem. Keep in mind, if you want me to do Adept Trapper, Shelby, I can do either Adept Trapper perks on any killer, but you need to also donate for Trapper. I should probably do, make a channel point award for Adept, shouldn't I? It does seem like people do like that. So, I'll do that tonight. I'll make an Adept redeem. Yeah, I'll do that tonight. So we're doing a Trickster match, Adept Trickster, and then, I guess, Trapper after this. Adept Trapper perks, but like Deathslinger? Yeah, I mean, you could do that. So we're doing Adept Trapper on Deathslinger, I guess. Alright. I haven't heard Murder Platform, or rather Murder Boat. So they're not on gens just yet, unless they're on that gen there. Yeah, they are. I see them. Hello. I have no gen regression either, mind you. So ensuring they're not on gens will be very important. Good drop down. We'll get the hit here, though. Save the best for last would be lovely on Trickster right now, not gonna lie. Trickster's a good save the best for last candidate, honestly. Thank you for dying, and thank you for being, I mean, I do appreciate stopping by, Griffin, but that behavior isn't necessary. If you do continue that line of conversation, you will be timed out. After two timeouts, you will then be banned from this channel. It's just not appropriate, and honestly, it just looks poorly on you. I could care less, my friend. But I do hope you have a great day. I really do. I can understand the frustration, you know, because you lost, but it makes no sense to take that out on other people, my friend. Also, Penguin, I do find it a little bit funny with the whole thing. I do request that you don't spam it though, because a little bit much. It does clog up chat pretty quick. Thank you, Penguin. I appreciate being understanding. Alright, that's one stack of No Way Out. You haven't seen anything then, Catalyst. We had someone who was really bad. I've only had to ban 3 people over the last 7 months, thankfully. Most people calm down after some time. But we have had to ban 3 people thus far. Alright, you do not vault Y. That was an odd decision, and will result in you down. Alright. I've had to ban like 10, 15 because of angry killers. Yeah, see, most times I'm able to placate people, or like they say their piece and leave. But that's about it. Honestly, it's like, I understand, you know, people get angry about losing. It's like, that's cool and all, but like, there's no reason to come into other people's chats and like talk crap to them. It just makes yourself look bad. Like, I didn't insult you or your family, and you come in insulting me full force? Like, what's that about? That makes no sense. Wait, I saw someone? Who did I see? I saw the blood. They must have went down the ramp then. Oh, I hear someone? There, oh, there we go. I'll take a pot shot. Why not? Might as well take a quick pot shot. Life. Nice. Will you vault? No, you do not vault. Instead, you'll go around. And I don't think you do. Wow. Nicely done. Okay. The game's pinned at 100 and verifying for the last 3 hours. Yeesh. That's no bueno. Well, the hit on Ace. And I guess we hit Claude. I really wish the knives would stun or interrupt actions. That would be rather nice. 99? Yeah, that's fine. I'll hit you and then go for Claude, I guess. Since she has less room. I mean, this is fine, Claude. I should be able to hit you for the most part around these. Yep, as long as it's not 20 seconds in between, that should be fine. There we go. Your internet is something else, Vega, let me tell you what. Alright. Well, let's put you up here. I mean, we're 1 for 1 on gens to hooks. Not exactly the best thing in the world, but at least we're keeping pace. Oh yeah, the blades look cool as hell. You're not wrong on that. That gen has a little bit of work. Did I see someone behind there? Am I crazy? Nope, I'm not. Not entirely. Alright, 1 hit. Let's not throw too much. Hello, AC boy. How goes it? Might as well get some pot shots. There we go. Let's put you up on hook. Doesn't sound like Murder Boat has been worked on all too much, so that's good news. And No Way Out is now maxed out, which is nice. So at least we have a little bit of time towards the end to get our Rancor, who is the ace. So if we can avoid killing him by the end, at least it's a free down. Though he should know that he is a Rancor target. Ear doesn't have Trickster? I mean, there is that add-on which is pretty good for him, where it basically makes them exposed when you max it out instead of injuring them, which isn't a bad add-on, to be honest. I think that's probably one of his better add-ons. I just obviously don't use them. Alright, she goes back around. And we'll get the hit. Alright, she goes up and over. Hoping that there's a way through there, but no dice. Instead, we'll chase over here. Might as well take a pot shot. Nope, nothing. Alright, see Ace. Interesting. He's taking aggro. I mean, I'll take the free hit on you, but I'm still gonna go on Kate. There's no reason for me not to. There we go. I hate the sound that Trickster makes when he's chasing like this isn't ASMR video, homie. Ooh, this gen's gonna get finished for sure. You may have just made a grave mistake, Ace and Claude. I didn't realize Claude was freaking injured, too. I haven't reloaded yet. Alright, let's use this. Freaking whack-a-mole here. I mean, I could... Should I leave them slugged here? Last Dren could proc adrenaline. Where's the next closest hook? Kate is healed. No adrenalines. I could kill Ace now. I mean, 2 people slugged here. If I want the win, this is the best way to go about it, isn't it? There's, Kate. So all we have to do now is they're dead on hook. Perfect. Sure will break. Then we go around and pursue. So we just need to make sure we read down whoever she picks up. And then go for Kate again. Ace, if he ever gets up, I can Mori. Nice job there, Ace. That was the right move. They just played that pretty well. Very good. I have no knives, so I can't down him how I'd like. So let's break. Yeah, Kate's probably gonna be able to escape here. Ooh, Kate and Claude. Yeah, I think we pursue them. We pressure them towards the same area, we should be fine. Kate's gonna loop, Claude's not, though. Claude instead goes towards Shack, which is a pretty bad place for me to be. They've recovered pretty well here, not gonna lie. Ace is not here. And she'll probably vault. That's one. Down. And, yeah, I'm gonna say you probably get a 2K here. Yeah, I wanted to get the hook on, or the kill on Ace, but I wanted to try and get Kate. So I was banking on being able to down her after re-downing Ace and Claude, but she took that good hit for Ace, honestly. Alright, this gate is 99. I'm surprised Ace isn't gone, by the way. He is a Rancor target. He should know as much. Hey, what's up, Rio? GG, my friend, GG. Appreciate stopping by, saying hi. Would love to have you here as part of the Guilty Ones if you are interested. Scratch marks to no scratch marks from, though. Where'd this last person go? There's Claude. Alright, if she's gonna go through the murder boat, we might be able to... Ace. Do you not know what Rancor is? I get a slight feeling Ace doesn't know what Rancor is. Alright, Claude's here. I mean, the thing is, too, is, like, there's literally a freaking icon that shows that he's exposed. But, here we go, Ace. This is what you get. Here's a life lesson of what Rancor does. Alright, Kate's fully healed, and yeah, we got a 2K. Honestly, 2K with 9 hooks, not bad. Not bad. Now, we could potentially get a 3K if these survivors are a little bit dumb. Yeah, I know, it is pretty funny. Alright, let's see if this Claw's dumb. Okay, no, she's not. She's smarter than the average Claude. Because if she would have let me down her, she'd have get stunned in the animation, and I would have actually been able to kill her off. What about Kate? I wonder if she's in the other exit gate. Oh yeah, the Tricksters are all characters. Great, I love the aesthetic. Nope, they're not there, which means Kate might be looking for a hatch, question mark? Yeah, probably. I bet you they heal each other, but Kate probably went for hatch. But GG, well played to these survivors. But we are the Guilty Ones, G-I-L-T-Y. Otherwise, golden plated. Or gold leafed. Pretty good, man, pretty good. No, they didn't? Ah, gotcha. So in that case, each one heal themselves. Really? That is surprising. That medkit must have been pretty beefy then. 43 days, Jesus, Vega. Struggling there, my friend. Also, Kate went all the way to Claude's exit to leave. Criminy, I would not expected that. Let's do Adept Trickster now. Adept Trickster, I can use add-ons, I guess. Do I want to use add-ons? I'll figure that out. Like, I downloaded Overwatch in about 10 minutes. Maybe you should uninstall Dead by Daylight fully, like, erase it from your system history. You might have, like, a corrupted file or something, Vega. That's wicked strange. I've never had that issue. Add-ons. We do have the Melodious Murder. That's one of the better add-ons, but I don't have the purple add-ons that I'd like to use on him. Yeah, well, let's play without add-ons for now. Screw it. Also had problems updating, really. Every time DD's updates, I have to validate my files and reinstall at least 10 gigabytes of the game. I've never had any of these issues. Are they saved on solid state or on hard disk drives, out of curiosity? Sounds good. I'll send it over now. All right, well, looks like the new emotes are being sent over right now. Mine's on solid. Yeah, mine's on solid. I've never had that issue. And I hate this. Interesting. Yeah, I've never had that issue for the life of me. That's so strange. Really, it is. If I play Trickster, I'd probably just maniacally laugh once with him just for the lulz. When he's his main event. It is pretty cool when he does that, not gonna lie. Alright, do I have the funds? I do have the funds to send over then. Perfect. So let me do that. I've got a SSD to install, but my entire apartment is carpet, so I don't know what to do. Hey, what's up, Evomus? How you doing, my friend? Welcome, welcome, Raiders. How you all doing today? I am Mark, aka Gilty. I'm an educational killer main. He teaches kills how to play killer and survivors how to play against killer. Very happy to have you all here. Would love to have you here as part of the Gilty ones if you are interested. And I'll make it even longer than you're playing with Corrupt and Ruin. Well, keep in mind right now, Penguin. So Penguin right now is Adept Trickster. And Rio, thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Gilty ones, my friend. So this is Adept Trickster. Giraffe, I hope you're keeping track of these because I have no clue where we are. I know we have Adept Trickster. I think then we have Adept Trapper on Deathslinger. Is that right? And then Coup de Grace on someone for Vega. And then we have Corrupt and Ruin on someone else. Coup de Grace next. Okay. Coup de Grace next. Sounds like a plan. All right. So $115. And I'm gonna use that. And that should be good. All right. That should be my payment to Sophie. Done and done. Now there's like, there are like 4 of them. Oh yeah, then two no perks from Penguin. Criminy, you guys are crazy today. You guys always do like one day to where, like you just ball out on points. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if you coordinate or like one person sparks it off. But it is something else. Yeah, my emo person is Sophie. You can actually click on the artist panel down below. We coordinate. It would seem that way, at least from my perspective. Why, do you also use Sophie, Shelby? Hello. How goes it? Did he go around? He did go around. This tile's pretty bad for Trickster. We just need to force him to drop pallet, honestly. Yep, that. Sure, go for it. I have no fear here. Claudette and Janie emotes a long time ago. I love her. She's awesome. I really do love her work, and she's wicked awesome to work with. I always am very happy that I got referred to her by my graphic designer, Peter. Her commissions were actually closed initially when we reached out, but Peter worked with her to get me on her list. Alright, so let's ignore her. Actually, she's relatively close, but I'll ignore for now. Pressure gens. Like, right now, pressuring gens is going to be our biggest thing. Nothing? Okay. So not over here. So let's check on this side of the map then. Oh, they're here. Who is this? This is David and Ace. Okay, David will... Hold on. Who's here? I saw someone apparently. The Meg, there we go. Looping around Shack on Trickster is so bad though. Alright, let's get you to drop this pallet. Thank you. Like, these are the best case scenarios right now where we basically just get pallets out of the way early and try and get some pressure later. But, like, Starstruck is going to be probably our best value here. She goes for a vault. We do not get the hit. Hey, thank you much for the lurk, Penguin. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, she'll probably go for pallet, more likely than not. She does not pallet camp from the looks of things. Yeah, she's back on the vault now. He's playing this very safe, very efficiently. Just going from one pallet to the other. There you are. I knew you had to be around here somewhere. That did it. I uninstalled and reinstalled to actually move it now. That's good. Yeah, must have just been like a corrupt file there, Vega. Alright, let's... trying to think what to do here. I don't know. This match is just like in the tubes already. Well, no one's gotten over here recently, so let's pop this. Let's make sure that gets regret. Pull it up. Scratch marks. If we let this person go, they'll just go to that gen. That's Lori. Might as well get a pot shot in. I mean, I don't mind playing a depth trickster. It's just like, it just shows how much of a flaw he has. Like, if he's a 115 kill, he'd just be so much better. Like, significantly reduce my speed when I'm throwing my knives. But like, a 115 trickster would be okay. But like, this is just atrocious. With very good perks. I wouldn't say that even has like really good perks. Starstruck is nasty. Don't get me wrong. Starstruck is a nasty perk. Crowd control's okay. It's basically like persistent bamboozle, which isn't bad. Oh yeah, the rework of the map looks great. What's worse is that I can't keep chase with these survivors, so Bloodlust isn't even activating this entire time. Meg's here. Will she go for the vault finally? She does. Is that my first hit of the game? I want to say that's my first hit of the game outside of a freaking hit of a knife. She was over here, and then... Oh, wait. Did she go in here? I completely lost her. I have no idea where she went. Well, I guess we can go over here. They're just gonna get the full game without anything of value. They're playing very smart. They're playing very effective. I'll get the hit. Oh, we can't swing across anymore, I don't think. Can I teabag? As Trickster? No, I can't. Trickster doesn't do that. That'd be a Ghostface or Pig. I mean, you can do that, theoretically. Am I gonna do that? No. I'm not that type of killer. You don't have to swing to reach it anymore, I believe. What, the harvest, the other side of Harvester after you get on the hay bale? She's still here? Where'd this Meg go? She was here and then she's gone. And I didn't see any blood either. That's so strange. Sure. I know where David is. So I don't really need line of sight. Alright. Try and get a mind game here. Lucky Break? Maybe. We'll have to take a look and see if Lucky Break's on Meg. Because it did look like her blood just disappeared out of nowhere. But it also looked like it was there for a little bit, which is the strange part, right? Can I just keep telling the Meg? Probably not. I'll probably try and go for David here, Dead Hard. I'm not sure if he Dead Harded into me or what, but I definitely anticipated it. Alright, well, let's get you in the basement. Basement Trickster is not bad, actually. But let's put you on back hook. And That is one hook the entire game. Oh, they hit the gens hard, but just fact of the matter is that they played loops well. They made it so that I had to chase around loops that were bad for me and good for them. That's part of it all. She'll get doubled back around. I need 2 more hits with our knives. Then we can get a M1 on her. Like, the fact that I can't catch up to her on this small of a loop is just so painful. There we go, we got the Lori. Alright. Is there... I guess the furthest one I can get is over here. Starstruck is active, by the way. No, actually, maybe not. I think it's still on cooldown. Shoot. Alright, we see David. He's going maybe for the unhook, or just trying to grab distraction. Can I get around that, please? Alright, might be able to get Ace down here. Alright, let's fatigue out. And let's get Ace up. Alright, well, let's grab you and put you on a hook here. They've been a little bit sloppy at the end. Starstruck is activated, so that's good news. You should also probably reload. They completely interrupt the flashlight. Did not know that. You want to do this again, Lauren? People keep on forgetting that his freaking ability interrupts animation. You don't fall forward like you normally do. Not happening, Ace. You want to go for it? You want to go for it? How about you, Ace? Pick her up. Yeah, it's getting wicked sloppy right now. Down the Lori. Hit you. Get the hook. Good dead hard. We're out of knives now, by the way. Frickin' Styptic Agent, you little snot. They might cut their losses here with Meg. I'm just gonna push him out for a 2K. And grab Lori. Altruism kills 100%. Frickin' DS! She'll go back for the save. Ah, painful. I should have waited. Lori has DS, yeah. Dead hard? No dead hard. Does she have BTs? Next question. Dead hard? Yeah, she had BT. Meg has DS. Oh, painful stuff. But we'll at least get 1K. I mean, honestly, they screwed up in the end. They played way too aggressively. And there she goes. Nah, Meg was close enough. Meg was close enough. But yeah, there's nothing I could do against the Lori DS there. I mean, hey, 7 hook 1K? I'll take it. I'll take it. Getting a 2K would have needed them to mess up. Yeah, 100%. But GG, well played. They played very smart. It wasn't until the end that they did not. I mean, not saying they didn't mess up. I went from 1 hook on David to 7 hooks with 1 kill. Yeah, they messed up big time. Holy hell in a handbasket. Alright, so this match is coup de grace, right? Not too much of a fan of playing Trickster. It depends on the map. That's the biggest thing for Trickster. Like, maps with low tiles are good for Trickster because then we can play with his knives. But the farm map has those high hay walls and the high tiles, mean that you don't get any real value out of his M2 unless you get them in the open like that, to where you can just nail them down. But coup de grace. All right, do you want to spin the wheel of killer for coup de grace, or do we want to just pick a killer of my own? Up to you. We could play Hag coup de grace. All right, looks like dog. Looks like we are going to spin. Yo, what's up, dog? How goes it? Just make Trickster 115 already. His power isn't good enough for 110. I agree. I 110% agree. All right, we got the Wraith. I don't know if Wraith has crew. Let's find out. Wraith has... I doubt he does. Oh, okay. So Vile says no Wraith. Instead, we got the Demogorgon. Demogorgon definitely has coup de grace. We're doing coup de grace demo. Sounds like a plan to me. All right. So in that case, if we're taking off coup, I guess I'll take off Corruptive Invention. Yeah, we'll do that. And we're ready up. And any blood point offerings. We have hollowed shells and survive puddings to boot. I like it. And let me just check real quick and see if Sophie has sent me my emotes. If so, I'm gonna try and get those sent in. Let's see. I don't have anything yet, I don't think. So I don't think Sophia sent them just yet. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, I personally love this demo skin. I do hope that demo does get some more love, though. I would love for some more cosmetics for him. But this is probably my favorite demo skin out of everything. The other ones are rather lackluster in my opinion. Let's check my email one more time. Just double check. There's the PayPal receipt and nothing else. Okay, so in that case, no. Sophie has not sent them yet. So let's remember, coup, ruin, pop, and save. This is the new demo, by the way, so our shred speed's a little bit faster, closer to survivor speed. It's a 3.86 speed now, which it's only like a 0.2 difference, but it's actually pretty significant. Oh, I missed the Shackled demo outfit. Other than that, I have Olive's outfits. Fair. Yeah, I don't have his Shackled either. I also don't have Goo Gorgon either. Don't have Goo Gorgon, and I don't have Shackled demo. Actually, do I have Shackled demo? Hold on. No, I do not. You have his P3 as well. I'll get the killers to P3 eventually, just not anytime soon, I don't think. It's more likely that I'll get all survivors P3 first, before I P3 any of the killers. Honestly, that's probably my plan. Just do that one at a time. Well, we see Felix Boy with a key in hand, and we just need one more survivor to join. And there's a Dweet. Hello, Dweet. Would you like to be nommed on by the Demogorgon? Apparently he does. Alright, no items in everyone else's hands, one key in Felix's. That could be a green key potentially, but we're gonna treat it like it's an Eerie instead. So we need to make sure that they don't get to 2 gens. If we leave them at 3 gens, then that should be fine. So we need to apply a lot of pressure here. But let's see what we can do. Yeah, I am. By the way, going back to that last match of Trickster, I'm really surprised that people haven't caught on yet that staying in Execute against Trickster is just as bad as staying in Execute against Deathslinger, basically. If he can down you with his knives, then he can stun you in the Execute to where he can guaranteed get a pickup. It's so strange that people haven't caught on to that fact. But maybe a lot of Tricksters don't know about that either, would be my only other thought. So a lot of people haven't... Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking. that people just haven't played against enough tricksters, or that enough tricksters don't know about that fact, that the animation pretty much locks them in, so they don't get to fall out of the exit gate if they get downed. That's my only thought there. Just uncage in front of Pyramid Head. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. People have forgotten about that, as well as just freaking unhooking in front of Pyramid Head. Yeah, it's true. They fell for it multiple times. Let's put a portal here for good measure. No corrupt intervention. Spawn tells me maybe Shack, or over there by my totem. So let's take a look around. Looks like they are on this gen. And with the amount of time, I'm going to say prove thyself on that gen, more likely than not. Let's go for Dwight, get a hit since he has a non-obsession. Wow, you... That confuses me. See, like, it's not like I'm an Oni or something, right? I'm a Demogorgon. So the best thing to do is to take a hit there. That's so strange. It says pallets now, apparently. Like, now he should drop pallets early. That's fine by me. That makes a lot more sense. But dropping that God pallet was so strange. Taking a hit and getting momentum would have been the right play. Alright, they get one gen done. We're not going to use our Q stack just yet. I hear another gen to my left, too. Let's bring him over here. Hello. How are you doing, Kate? Doing well, maybe. She jumps back on the gen, then off the gen. Why? Scratch marks go nowhere. So she's in the corn? Yeah, I completely missed her there. Alright. Unhook, that's fine. Who's here? Kate, non-obsession. That's actually a really good find. So... you can still dodge pretty well in this corn. I'm gonna use my goose stack. Screw it. Might as well use it while I have the chance. And no pallet here from Dwight. No, there is still a pallet here. I completely forgot that I didn't shred that. Shoot. That'd have been a good down, too. Alright, she's going back here. I hear someone else here, too. Lucky Break. I just realized that. She has Lucky Break applied. Alright, let's shred that, or at least gain distance. I was hoping for a shred. No dice, though. She'll go to window. Let's see if we can mind game her. We can. And you wasted a lot of your Lucky Break, so you won't really see that all too often. Alright, we need to go back to that gen over here, lest it does get finished. No, no one's on it. Surprising. Alright, which gen? Left or right? Ruin's gone. Okay. Pop is now in hand. So whenever we pop a gen, let's also make sure to put a portal, too. Alright, where are you going, Dwight? Actually, let's ignore. Go for Felix. That gets another stack. And a down. Say the best for last. Best perk on demo. No questions asked. Alright, let's pop the gen, put down a portal. Though I guess we have a portal pretty close by, so I can always just portal there instead, I think. Would be the smarter play. Dwight is healed. That's fine by me. Let's check on this gen here, because I do think they're probably going to be on this one. They are surprisingly not. Alright, let's go back to the unhook then. Salami in this trying times? Indeed, Carl, indeed. Hi, Yui. We'll shred you. I heard it go to my right. And where are you going next? That was a good dodge. I was hoping that you would commit a little bit more. She'll go back to the portal. They cleanse the portal. Interesting decision there, Dwight. I don't know why you would do that while I'm still around, but sure. Because I can just reapply that right here, and I'll be fine. How you doing, Carl? Hopefully you're doing well. What have you been up to today? Alright. Was that a 10% regression? Was that a vault? I don't know. Let's put a portal here as well. Yes, let's jump back over here. Sure, sabotage on the hook. And shred. Perfect. And we should be able to catch up to her pretty quick, methinks. Alright. Oh, she went this way. Yeah, I was trying to find her. The Corrin can still trip you up a little bit when it layers upon itself. So she got some good distance here for sure. This gen is being worked on too. Let's make note of that fact. We'll get a hit on Felix, and they'll break this door. Who's over here? Kate or Felix? Another stack of coup has been added. And Harvester. That's Kate. The scratch marks are so unusual now. I don't know why. Alright, they're not there. Noted. Just want to check on that gen. But it definitely looked like she went up onto the Harvester and then didn't. But simply not the case. Hi? Are you guys not paying attention behind you? Sure. You got the vault. And I will now shred. I'll leave you be there, Felix. Instead, I'll go for the Kate pickup. I think that's a smarter play. And then let's head back to that gen and barn, and we should pop that. Let's put a portal here. They seem pretty proficient in cleansing my portals. I'm not sure if that's a good idea against demo. Honestly, I think not cleansing portals is the smarter play. Nicely done, Dwight. Why he didn't vault there, I don't know, though. This Dwight perplexes me. He really does. Every single decision he makes is quite interesting. Alright, let's drop him. Let's pop. You need your salami fix? Okay, okay, simple. Are you rigging the salami markets? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, but my thing is that if the demo basically, if the portal's near a gen that's already done, you shouldn't cleanse it. That's my biggest thing. Good decision by the Yui. I would have downed someone there if she hadn't done that. Alright, let's see how you play this. Do you have a pallet? Never mind. Felix is here. Hi, Felix, me boy. Where are you heading off to? Perfect. Let's get you up on hook. Oh yeah, if you're thinking unfinished gen, then that makes a lot of sense. Finished gen, you just shouldn't cleanse. Alright, I'm going to put... Actually, let me portal over here. Oh, I was going to portal over there, but I guess not. That's fine. Oop, I see... I was going to say I see a survivor, but I see all the survivors. I love to see that. That's quite exciting. But I'm going to ignore you and go for Baby Dweet. Baby Dweet, a bit confused. He'll not drop. Surprising. Let's get him over here and see if I can get the shred. Close one. Very close on that Dweet. We'll shred again. And I think he'll go for the vault, yeah? Yep, that's exactly what he does. And then you'll go back around. Will you try and vault again? Dweet, the pallet's gone. You saw me shred it, right? Guess not. Alright. Let's put you up on hook, and if they're cleansing my portal, then I should be free to just come over here and down another person. They did not, though. In fact, it looks like they went over towards Shack. Let's pressure this. Felix is over here, and he's the one with the key. I would like him dead, if possible. There you are, everybody. Yui, how are you? Let's get a hit on you. And we're gonna go for Felix. I'm sorry, boy, but you brought the freaking key. And I have no idea if that's green, eerie, or what, but I would like you dead. And that's a fair statement. He's going to try and double back. Nice little fake there. Rough. I thought I had the angle for that. Apparently not. If I don't look at you, you can't see me. Yeah, that's pretty much your thought process, it would seem. Alright, let's put you up on hook. And I think Felix is dead now, if I'm not mistaken. No gens have really been worked on too much. So I think right now we're in a relatively good spot. That's how you play hide and go seek. You know, it's how you ensure that if you don't see them, they can't see you. Simple as that, right? Let's pop. No idea where they are now, which is the next problem. Need to find either the Yui or the Kate. Good news is, no matter what, we get either a win or a tie, unless they do finish these last gens. But I get a slight suspicion that they might be going for that key, and then immediately leaving. Someone seemed off when I didn't find them on either gen. GG, well played. That will be a tie for Dem Boy. Yeah, it was a purple key after all. Stakeout, interesting. We don't see stakeout often. Huh, fair enough. Well, GG, well played nonetheless. Alright, so we got Coup de Grace demo. Next is a game of no perks. Okay, so no perks on whoever we spin the wheel. So let's spin the wheel and that will determine no perks. As that one kid who hid in the living room watching TV and nobody realized it till 30 minutes later. Oh, Hatch was a no, yeah. Hatch was a no, but the survivors had other thoughts there. But do you want to play demo no perks, or do you guys want to spin the wheel of killer to see who we play no perks? Okay, looks like Dubstep Wolf is going to say, let's spin the wheel. And we have landed on the Deathslinger. Do you guys want to play Deathslinger no perks, or would you like to re-roll? Tis up to you. Looks like Symbol says, nope, no Deathslinger. Instead, we got the Doctor. Hello, Doc. Doc, no perks it is. Yeah, Hatch was a no, but Key said yes. Alright, no perk Doc. In that case, I might use add-ons here. Is that the new Doctor skin? It is. The freaking Look-See skin from Crypt TV. Freaking on point. It is really, really good. We're going to do shock therapy, high stimulus electrodes. So we're going to use some add-ons since we're not using perks. And we'll throw in a survivor pudding as well. What's the question, Carl? I'm curious. And this will not count toward... Actually, is Doc on a 0 win streak? Or is he... Doc's on a 0. So yeah, let's count this towards the win streak, I guess. Why no, we can, because we're using... add-ons. Screw it, we're gonna use add-ons. Scare the hell out of these nerds? I mean, survivors? Yeah, exactly. I thought about that too. I'm like, well, if yeah. Idea why my sub badge says 1 first rather than the normal sub badge? That is because you're a founder, Carl. I think it's out of the first 10 people who who subscribe to the channel get the founder status. So that would be why. Yeah, I want to say, as far as founder status is concerned, it is you, Marcus, Big Dog. Who else? Yeah, first 10 for affiliates, correct. Hammy. Yeah. I think Hammy does. Hammy, I think you have it. Unless, were you gift subbed during that point in time? I don't know if you have it, but I know that in that time, I think he may have been gift subbed, but I don't think he got the founder status. Gifted? Okay. I thought so. I don't know who my 10 founders are anymore. I'd probably have to double check. I'm actually curious now that I mention it. Don't count for founder's badge. Gotcha. Let me see. Who are my founders? I am curious. That was the wrong button, wasn't it? There we go. That's the right button. My founders, at least the ones that are still subscribed. Founder. Just show true. Actually, it looks like, Carl, I think you might be the only founder that is right now still subscribed. Yeah, it looks like it. At least based on this, yeah. So, yeah, in that case, you're the only founder as of right now. You have that badge, unless someone else comes back. Been hiding in the shadow, Simple? Yes, yes, indeed. You've been hiding behind my chair. That's how I haven't noticed. You are number 1, Carl. That would be accurate. Or at least, rather, as the badge would say, you are first. Was the first one who gifted me one. Yeah, that makes sense. I think probably... Oh, that's right. Marcus didn't get the founder either, because Marcus, I think, used the sub token, which I don't think counts. Imagine if you were behind my chair. That'd be a little bit interesting. You know, there's not a lot of room between me and the green screen. Maybe just in a morph suit behind me, blended into the green screen. Carl was first? Wait, was Carl actually, like, first, Frankie? Is that true? I don't remember. Surprisingly, it's been a while. What map are we on? Rotten Fields? Why? Freaking hate this map. You think so? Yeah, it's been a bit. But either way, whether you're the first one or the 100th one, I really do appreciate you all for supporting me, whether that be through tips or through subscriptions. Alright. Hello. Why'd you... Jake! Why would you throw that? I'm a doctor, I'm not an Oni! Stop it! You survivors in your early throws make no sense. He's trying to get into the corn to evade me. It's not a bad idea. Yes, Calm Spirit. Alright, let's put you up on Harvester and then go back to that gen. But you might as well bop it if no one's near. Sounds like they are on it. Hello. Let me hit you. I think that would be the right move. There's a pallet. Yeah, we'll swing through. That was worth it. She'll go to Harvester. Let's cut her off. Dead hard? No, dead hard and down. Hi. You want to run? Might be a good idea for you. Yo, what's up, Drop Shot? How goes it? How goes it, my friend? How you been doing lately? Alright, let's shock out and see if that person's still nearby. That would be a yes. They were lining up for a rescue, so might as well punish them for that. Yep, you drop early, get shocked, go to meat tree, shock you early, and you move off the tile, so you'll get hit. Ooh, you lost a lot of momentum there, Dwight. That might just be the death of you, my boy. There we go. Alright. Let's put you up on hook, and by the time we get there, our static blast might be activated. You always get stabbed first because you're the Jake main? Alright, that gen has not really been touched as of recent, so let's pop this. And break this. Oh, I think I saw Corn move. Let's shock out real quick, find out. Nope, I was wrong. But we do see a David. How did you not get hit? Oh, you know what? I bet you something. I bet you was the Jake with Calm Spirit. I think that's exactly what that was, and why I didn't see him. That'd make a lot of sense. He still gets the vault, unfortunately. We'll get him going around. Didn't hit him there. Should hit him here, though. Or not, because he left the tile. Shoot. I didn't realize that he went to the right. Yeah, he did. He's still here, though, I think. What up, David? Am I crazy? Yes, it does. It doesn't make them scream. Well, I lost David. That's a shame. Alright, hi, Dwight. You're out of position, my boy, so let's get a hit on you. And there's Jake. It doesn't stop the interruption, but it stops the scream if I'm not mistaken. That way you can't drop it. And down. Will Dwight try and go for the pallet drop? He does not. The doctor almost freaking scared me for a second. Criminy. I mean, it's not a bad perk against Doctor, but it gives you no value other than that. So I don't know. I don't think it's a great perk to run, personally. Even if Doctor is like your least favorite killer. I think it's pretty weak, all things considered. Alright, that's fine. We'll give up that gen. Oh, I hear David. I hear David. Hi, David. Let's shock you. That way you can vault. Good drop. And I do see someone going for the unhook. There's Nia as well. Probably maybe taking a protection hit. Thank you, Frankie. Let's break. Alright. Can we get over here in time? I do see another red light suggesting another survivor's nearby, too. This David is pretty good at dodging right now. I will say that much. No Mither? Oh, we're also playing Survivor here. Criminy. You guys have got me loaded up, to say the least, on things to do. Keep in mind, we only have, time for maybe 5 more matches. So something to keep in mind. Oni, don't like Nurse no more. Oni's a lot of fun. Nice dead hard. Yeah, didn't exactly work out too well for him. What other gens are there? Okay. You know what? Fine. We'll double back. Might as well, and shock out. Looks like Dwight and David. Yeah, Dwight's in front. Nia's here too. Oof. Missed that shot. Unfortunate, but we should be fine. We'll get the hit. And she's looking to go towards Shack, maybe. Yeah, it seems to be the play. But we can kind of push her around a little bit here, I feel. And see if she has Dead Hard. I don't think she does right now. She would have used it before. Monitor Beast for Mikey. Monitor Beast Mikey is actually kind of terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. That tier 2 8-meter tear radius is something else. That's right. Yeah, we have a whole list of things that we need to go through. Did he double back? He did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I shocked him, but I still didn't get the blood point marker for it. Interesting. Alright, let's get you up on hook. I'm pretty sure you're dead, aren't you, Jake? Yup. Don't need to worry about calm spirit no more. And then we can chase you to the hook. Can I get there in time to interrupt, though? Nope. Close, no cigar. Nia's here. Who else is here, though? I don't want to go for Nia. There we are. There's Dwight, it looks like. Oh, Dwight. Wait, you did pass through. The scratch marks can be hard to see sometimes on the bright ground. They kind of blend in a little bit. Alright, do you get to Shack? I don't think you do. No, you do. I should have shocked earlier. That's my bad. Alright, dead hard. No dead hard on Dwight. Increases tier 2 radius, but increase I think you're correct, Tammy. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, let's get this gen regressing. Even if it's manual, it's still worth it. Alright, and we have the last 4 gens. Honestly, we'll probably just continue to patrol these string of 3. I think that might be the right play. I imagine Dwight will go back for that gen pretty quick. Did I see your evil? I did not. What evil was that, out of curiosity? I don't know why he came back here, Dwight, while injured. That was a little bit silly. I saw the no either, if that's what you're calling about. Calm spirits for crows, that is correct. Calm spirits for crows, getting hit, as well as doctor. Let's see. Anyone else nearby? Anyone looking to pick up Dwight, maybe? Nia's there. Honestly, I might as well pick up Dwight, see if he has DS. Hey, what's up, Marcus? How goes it? How goes it? Long time no see. How you been doing? Alright, Dwight down. Where's Nia? Maybe she's on meat tree? Doing pretty well, man. Doing pretty well. Cannot complain. What have you been up to recently? Anything much? Hello. Goodbye. Alright, does David get the hook or the hatch? 'Tis up to you, guilty ones. Working? Gotcha, gotcha. Hopefully work's been treating you well. All I imagine now is Blendef, Iron Will, Calm Spirit, Lucky Break. I mean, yeah, it could work. It could work. It has? That's good to hear, Marcus. Happy to hear that work has been treating you well. Let's see. Which way did he go? Let's shock out real quick. Nothing. In that case, you might be further back to the left. That's the only place I could think of you being. But I'm not entirely certain. Yeah, no clue. Oh, I heard you. I hear you now, you little bugger. There go the drivers, though. Yeah, that actually hurt me a little bit there because I couldn't hear where he was. Alright, sounds good, Dubstep Wolf. We'll catch you later. David boy. Do you hear it? You do. Oh, there he goes. That's unfortunate timing. Hatch was a no, but David says yes, and drivers were helpful towards him. They made it difficult for me to hear where he went on that tile, but GG, well played nonetheless. Next is Trapper Perks and Corrupt on Deathslinger. Okay, sounds like a plan. Let me ready up with Deathslinger, get those on, and then I'll fix my camera. I've collected all my Pokemon games. I have everyone but the OG Gold and Yellow, but I'm going to marathon them. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Let's ready up. Corrupt. What are the Trapper's perks anyways? What, Brutal Strength? Hey, GG Euphoric. How goes it? How goes it? Thank you much for stopping by, saying hi. Appreciate it, mate. Unnerving Presence, Brutal, and Agitation. Okay. Would love to have you here's part of Guilty Ones if you are interested. So, Agitation, Brutal Strength, Unnerving Presence. There we go. I think basement toxicity is one. No. Monster Shrine is a default perk. That game got my rank 1 back, so thank you. No worries. To be honest, we did vote to kill you, but my drivers went out at, like, the worst time, so I couldn't hear where you went. But GG's nonetheless. Alright, and speaking of drivers, let's fix the face cam real quick. But since you are here, if you are interested in following, you can vote for the next survivors to see if they live or die. Happens, can't always get them all. Exactly. Honestly, it still counts as a win in my book, getting a 3K plus hatch. Your joke was missed? I'm sorry there, Kenshi. I think basement toxicity is one. I saw that, but I didn't get the joke. Sorry. Went right over my head. Alright, speaking of, though, do you want to grab some food? Frankie got me some Italian sausage, some peppers, and onions. Honestly, putting this on, like, a Italian roll would be really good. Yeah, mine's pretty close to odds, if not exact, honestly. I use no add-ons. 2 outs is a tie. 1 out via hatch is a win. Then exit gate. If they get out of exit gate, it's a loss. Please kill that Jake. Sure, I can do that. I can make it happen. And also, welcome to the Guilty Ones, Euphoric. I appreciate you. Would love to have you here as part of the Discord, or the community Discord, as well as the YouTube channel as well, if you are interested. The new cold maps are so bright, maybe dark traps are a hindrance on that map? Probably. I would bet you that would not exactly be beneficial to trappers' well-being. Maybe in the shadow areas, because the shadowed areas are pretty dark, so maybe that would be a little bit better. You're not wrong, GG. You're not wrong. Trapper's always getting nerfed, let's be honest here. I don't think a patch has ever gone by where Trapper hasn't gotten, like, a nerf to some degree. Has to watch his grass getting mowed by the entity? Seriously, though. Like, how thin the freaking grass is ridiculous. By the way, Frankie, if you're in chat, could you grab me a napkin? Be much appreciated. To let my wallet breathe, I'm not going to buy more books for a bit. And I'll ask Pop for a birthday for some books, so I'm not burning my wallet. Probably a good idea, Carl, honestly. Thank you, Frankie. I appreciate it. Alright, well, without any add-ons and these perks, we're definitely going to need to hit our shots. The Brutal Strength might not be bad for us. But outside of that, not exactly certain how this will go. Corrupt will help, though. Corrupt is going to slow down the game a little bit at the beginning. So we can get some early finds. We should be in a relatively good position. That's if we load in. Based on how long this is taking, I'm thinking maybe there's a DC. But I guess we'll find out momentarily. Have a sneaking suspicion. No? Wow. Apparently just someone's console or computer's a potato. Thank you, Frankie. We're on Midwich, though, which is pretty good for us, honestly. Let's check middle. Jake's here. Alright, we got the shot. Thankfully, the desk here is pretty low, so he doesn't get the chance to break it. Let's reload real quick. He's on this tile. Once again, this desk is really low down, so we can get the shot over the pallet and down him immediately. Hopefully that's to your liking there, Euphoric. We metaphorically killed the Jake. Oh, criminy. Killed him so fast that he DC'd. I mean, that's fair. I can understand it. And on maps with low tiles, Deathslinger is hyper lethal. Yeah, Corrupt's not even halfway over in Jake DC's. It's going to be rough for them. It also seems like they're waiting out Corrupt. We haven't seen a single survivor outside of Jake. Yeah, no clue where they are. Honestly. I haven't heard a single peep. Maybe he saw where the survivors were and like, I don't want to play this anymore? I don't know. But like, Corrupt still has freaking another 30 seconds left. Just ask for death. Yeah, that'd be kind of reasonable. I literally have not heard anything. Where are they? I have no clue. Survivors? Are they all in basement, maybe? Don't want to play Midwich and as a 3-man? Hell no. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. She double back. Yep, there she goes. Alright, let's get the hit there. She'll run out, leaves the tiles. Let's give chase and reload. She does have the vault here. Let's keep that in mind. Yep, let's break. Brutal strength coming in clutch there. Alright, we can actually play around this tile and shoot her. She has lucky break, by the way. Not sure if anyone else noticed that. Perfect. And let's put you up on hook. Yeah, Iron Will might be in play with Cheryl. I'd say Iron Will lucky break. And I think Dead Hard too. You have your original save piles on Pokemon still. Jesus. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, lucky breaks does not mean lucky escape, that's for sure. Well, let's head back to the unhook, I guess. Where are you two heading off to? Her lucky break will be up soon as well, so we should be able to see blood and scratch marks. Hello? I think Cheryl desires death. I'm surprised I didn't see... I saw scratch marks, but I didn't see blood. That's kind of strange. I wonder why that is. 10% regression on that gen. Cheryl seeks death. Let me give you that release, Cheryl. And another 10% regression. You're still on the gen, aren't you? Yeah, you are. We'll get the hit. And we're gonna go after this Dwighty boy. I think this is the... this is not the room I thought it was. I thought this was the desk room. Let's see if he has Dead Hard. He does. Perfect. You don't make that. No ifs, ands, or buts there. Alright. They unhooked here, and then 10% regression on that gen. Are they missing skill checks on purpose? Like, what is going on? That door's closed. I hope you understand that. And I don't need to do much here. Dead Hard? Dead Hard? No Dead Hard. Alright, upsy daisy. Hey, what's up, Volcano? How you doing? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Alright. Yeah, the only Pokédex that I ever completed was Emerald. I completed the National Dex on Emerald back in the day. That was a whole lot of fun. Cheryl's like, just kill me. Kill us all. I don't know what you tried there. I think you dead-hearted through me. I think you're trying to show off, and it just did not work out for you. Hook or hatch, by the way? Before I hook the Cheryl, I almost forgot. I was about to hook her. Hatch is a yes so far. But we need to wait for both of these people to die now. That's gonna take so long. 5-0. If you escape, I kill you. Yeah, the only problem is that it's going to take so long for them to die. Like, Dwight has more than 60 seconds, so like a whole minute. One little mercy for that lever? Okay, so it looks like you guys did say yes. Yeah. Like, I have her on my shoulder. It's very obvious that I'm going to give her hatch, and they're just not giving up. Yeah, we have 60 seconds on the Dwight. As we speak. Is it the Dwight? No, it's the other Cheryl, I think. At 60 seconds. Yeah, so we're gonna sit here, Cheryl, for a little bit. A couple streams ago, and redeemed Choose outfit, and you never wore it. I'm sorry about that, Volcano. Must have got lost in it all, but I can choose whatever outfit you like if you do want that for this match, or rather next match. Give her a ride of agitation, yeah. What's your survivor rank? Forgot to ask that earlier. Right now it's 4, I think, 4 or 3. After yesterday. Oh yeah, I would try and save all your Pokemon. Alright. And dead. Alright, let's go around. Let's try and find our hatches. We're gonna start over here by bathroom and then just like race down the hallways. Shell of Killer, did you see it? No, I didn't. So that's what we're asking, Volcano. Which one did you want to see? Next match, I can put on a cosmetic for you of your choosing to make up for it. Alright, not over here. Not over here. Meant wheel? Oh, the wheel of Killer. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, we saw the wheel of Killer just now. Yeah, we'll spin that after this match. Gotcha, gotcha. I hear Volcano, but either ways, GG. Sorry for the DC. Jake was the highest ring 2 and just immediately freaking dipped out. Holy hell. I appreciate you. Good luck, have fun next match. Yeah. Level 16, which had to been paired with either the Jake. Honestly, I think the Jake DC'd and left the 16. I want to say these two are probably Swift. I want to bet you. Oh, they were 100% rank 1 before. Almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. By the way, no Iron Will on that Cheryl. Lucky Break, no Iron Will. Alright, so we're gonna spin the Wheel of Killer. Is that right? So spin the wheel now and then something else, or? I've lost track. Guess use a squad, I guess so, yeah. Yes, okay, spin. Thank you, Giraffe, for keeping track of everything, but no perks. Okay, so spin, no perks. Alright, I normally would do a match Survivor, but we only have time for 4 more matches, so I'm just gonna spin again to get no perks out of the way. So we're gonna do Oni, no perks. We can re-roll this if you guys want. I just wanna make sure we get through all the requests tonight. So, Oni, no perks, and Volcano, you get to choose the cosmetic. We have Icy Cold Legacy, we have Demonic Force, and we got Demon Zen. That looks like we are going to re-roll after all. So, let's re-roll. Alright, instead we got the Wraith. So, let's do Wraith. Wraith for cosmetics, we have Marsh Madness, Seeping Hollow, or Base Kit. And we'll ready up, and we'll drop our perks. Which means I will use add-ons, since we're doing perkless. It's this one, or default. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Switch screens. Forgot about that. Yep. So this one, or default. Up to you, Volcano. Well, I decided that. Green? This one? Okay, sounds good. So we'll run the green one. Let me eat some food in meanwhile. Red? This one? I don't have one that's red. Okay, that one? Okay, so CP and Hollow. Sounds good. We're on CP Hollow then. We are going to run both Swift Hunt add-ons since we're not running perks. And should be good to go. Oh yeah, it's, you know, orange, reddish. I can see where you're coming from there. We actually have the hollow shell, so let's use those. He is not out yet. By the way, we see 3 medkits. That pretty much means that we can't drop any chase with a person on a medkit. And there is also a flashlight too. Alright, so let's see. We have no perks. Then we have Corrupt Ruin. Okay, so we're almost done with everything. So we have no perks. That's this one. Corrupt Ruin. And then Survivor Match. Cool. Can always bring Franklin's. That is true, but we're not using perks this match. Yeah. But how are you doing, Oranjo? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, Golden Penguin redeemed no perks. So that's where we're doing this. Normally it would be... I don't think I even have Franklin's on Wraith. I think he's pretty locked down as far as perks are concerned. Pretty good, pretty good. I honestly really like this update. I think they did a really good job. They fixed a lot of the bugs that was plaguing the game. Alright, sounds good, Volcano. Love what they did with the struggle phase. I tested it out in the PTB. I haven't done it in live yet, but I'm very happy with that, yeah. It is a much needed improvement for sure. Also, I love the new skins from Crypt TV. I really hope that they do more cosmetics from that universe. I think that would be a awesome collaboration that they could continue to work on. But overall, like, they did a freaking good job. I would say, like, even before, I'd say this has probably been the best place that DBD has been in for a long time, especially now. Especially Doctors, yeah, the look-see is awesome. I do love the Huntress and the Hag, though. Doctor's face got adjusted. Yes, he got a, for lack of a better term, a bit of a facelift. And it looks like they spawned on this gem. Hi, how are you? Don't mind me, just gonna take a hit out of your back. I think not, Ace. I think not. Definitely got a facelift. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Looks like there's a second person here, because I hear 2 gens that have been worked on. Welcome back, Volcano. Hi. You know I can grab you, right? Guess not. Alright. Well, that was an interesting choice there, Dweet. He just really wanted to finish his bones, that's all. Alright, let's go back for Ace. I wonder if anyone's going for him. Yep, they are. Alright, let's go for Nancy. Oh, she went this way. I thought she was going to go loop that for a second. Guess not. Nancy. Where are you going? I thought I had the timing on that to where I could get the hit, but apparently not. That's unfortunate. Where did I lose her? I don't know what it is recently, but I'm losing the audio survivors really quickly. Like, all of a sudden, their audio's just gone. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how she slipped away. That was kind of strange. I'm not sure if maybe she lithed or what, but it was really strange. Like, her audio just cut out. I'm not sure if, like, the range to hear their grunts of pain is just smaller now or what. I've been working on something. Can I show you it? Yeah, you can show in the Discord. If it's an image, it can go into images. If it's something else, you can post it in like general or media. Hi, Dwight. Did you learn your lesson? Learn that I can grab you. You'll drop it? Yep. The Dwight's very palette happy. There we go. Down goes the Dwight. And they're still on hook. It's a chat thing? Sounds good. Alright, well let's go over to this again. I see the Yoon. Let's go for her. Oof. I thought I had the body block there, apparently not though. Oh, Yoon. Not getting away that easy, let me tell you what. She gets through. I was going to see if I could body block. There we go. Ah, I see. The emotes. Those are pretty cool. Let's get the hit there. She drops down. Well, you drop it early. You do. Honestly, not a bad move against Wraith, dropping pallets early. It really does ensure that he can't get much value. Hi, Ace. Ace, I see you. I am the Wraith. You are not. Relax there, buddy. It's not gonna work. Raptors hit by rocket. They did? Is that it? Alright. Let's take a look around. Let's regress this. We need to get some regression going, lest we do lose a lot of value. They got the unhook. I just heard bones again. That was Ace. Hi, AC boy. Let's see if we can play this game. No, he's playing pretty smart. He's playing very safe. Ooh, but he may have messed up here. I think he messed up here. Yep, he did. There we go. No food, war to real war. Gotcha. Alright, well, they got another gen done. Which one was that? The one to my right? Okay. Let's try and find where they are. Scratch marks. End abruptly. Alright, well, let's patrol. Oh, never mind. That's Ace there. And that's Nancy here. I was hoping that she would double back. Also, I have no idea what I swung at there. I could have sworn I saw her, but I guess not. Attempt at a dodge? I think it would have been safer just to vault there, honestly. That's a little bit surprising. Yeah. I need to break these pallets. They're getting too much value out of them, honestly. And she's back in this. Yeah. It's because she faked it out. She didn't actually go to vault, which was strange. I don't know why she decided to do that. Hatches here. Good to know. Yeah, the real problem is that I didn't have much gen regression. And I gave him too much value around these pallets. Alright, she'll vault here, but I think we just keep uncloaked. Get her to double back. And I don't think she makes it to this pallet. Good dodge. See, that was a good fake there. But won't work twice. Alright, so we could play off of Altruism Nancy. Let's try and drag her further in. But it's going to be dependent on these survivors, of course. Is Nancy on death hook? No, this should be second hook for Nancy, I think. That sounds about right. Alright, so they open up this one. So they could be to my left or right. Looks like they're on the unhook. Honestly, let's see, what could I do here? If she evolves, she loses momentum. I might be able to get this. It's gonna be close. No, no way. Unfortunate. Hi. Didn't work as well as you... I hope you understand, Ace, that I'm not gonna get blinded that easily. he was trying there. GG, well played. I mean, realistically speaking, for an Add-Onless Wraith, that game didn't go too horribly. I'd say we did relatively well. Or Perkless Wraith, not Add-Onless Wraith. Alright, next is Ruin Corrupt. Sounds good to me. And I think we are just in time to get everything finished. So I don't think we can do any additional requests tonight. I think these are the last two. But with that being said, would we like to spin the Wheel of Killer? Or would you like to, well, I guess we can't play another match of Wraith, so I'll either choose a killer, or you guys can spin the wheel. 'Tis up to you. Looks like Kami says, let's spin. And we have landed on Mr. Freddy Krueger, the Nightmare himself. Do you guys want to play Freddy, or would you like to spin the Wheel of Killer one more time? 'Tis up to you. Freddy has got a nerfed, mind you. Let's keep that in mind. 2-minute cooldown. Alright, Freddy it is, and this is for win number 26. And of course, we are running Corrupt, Ruin, Pop, and Tinkerer. Probably still arguably the best build on him. Alright, good, Carl. You're good. Don't worry about it. Just need to get some food into me while we are ready up. Have not eaten all night long. Alright, I'm gonna just get up real quick. Not sure where it went. I dropped a piece of food and have no idea where it is now. Looks like we have run into... I was gonna say our first TTV of today, but our first 3 TTVs of today. Do you want to give them shout-outs, Giraffe? Be much appreciated. And let me know who and who is not live. Red Head Red EMP. So Red Head Red EMP. That looks right, yeah. Maybe they have the TTV in their name. Would be my only thought. We'll take a moment. Yeah, I figured as much. They are not live. Okay. So in that case, you can probably move on to Dyad Coastal. Yes, indeed. Just landed into a group of them. I don't think they're going to be too thrilled about Freddy, let's be honest here. Is Dyad Coastal live? And Coastal is live. And what about Morgan? The Jane is live? Is that Coastal? Morgan is not. Long lost siblings? Close but no cigar there. Close but no cigar. Alright, well in that case, if you guys are interested in getting the Jane's perspective, make sure to head over towards Coastal, drop them a follow, give them a view, and share the love as per usual. But let's see what damage we can do with Nerf Freddy. I still think that Freddy's going to be really good. I think that people are overestimating how much of a nerf he's received. Coastal is Nancy. Oh, I'm confused. So in that case, if you want to see the Nancy's perspective, Thank you, Spire. I appreciate you. Alrighty, though. Let's see what map we're on. Probably another cold one map, honestly. Oh, Redemption is live. Who is the Jane? Oh. So both Redemption and Coaster are live. In that case, make sure to stop on by and say hi. And I wonder if they fixed the exploit. They did not. They have not fixed this exploit, by the way. Just a heads up there. So you can still get your power pretty much immediately at the start of the game. That is atrocious. I thought that was a survivor for a second, I'll be honest. Alright, we only have 2 more traps. And let's put a trap here. 1 more trap. Crows went off here, so they're nearby. I'm not gonna try and search for them. Let's just patrol gens for now. See if we can find them. Welcome back, Oranjo. Just in time for a match of Freddy. Alright, we're gonna hit the Steve. Then we're going to push them off the gen. If they didn't know we had Ruin before, they definitely know now. Alright, let's go around since she doesn't want to loop the tile. And let's try not lose her in the corn. That's always going to be the hard part here. That's actually a pretty good move there. Almost got me. Add Jason Voorhees to the game? The answer is yes, eventually. But the fact is that they probably won't for a while until the lawsuit and the rights are determined of who owns Jason Voorhees. That's the biggest thing. Does that match his Pyramid Head? Very nice. How'd that go? Let's break this for good measure. And let's teleport. Ensure that they don't get any additional value. Hi, Nancy. I want to say maybe 2 people are here, not just 1. But we'll down her real quick. Yeah, so basically the 2 creators of Friday the 13th are in a legal struggle with one another to who owns the rights to Jason Voorhees. And so obviously one party's saying, well, I do. Other party's going saying, no, I do. And so it's a big old back and forth. Jane, you shouldn't commit to this. That's a bad idea. Like, I broke the door next to you. You'd think you'd realize what's going on. Alright, we'll get the double back. I mean, to be fair, if you're a pallet camper, my freaking pallet mine games are freaking prime. So it's hard. All good, Carl. Yeah, we can give you a refund if need be. That is not a problem in the slightest. Hello, Yui. Let's get a hit on you. And I do hope that everything's okay, Carl. Let's know if there's anything that I or the guilty ones can do to support you or your girlfriend. Hopefully, you both are doing well. No pallet here. I don't think she has Dead Hard either. Alright. Let's put you up on hook. And where might they be heading to next? Looks like they were on this gen, but we have Hop in hands. That's pretty good for us. Let's put that there. And we should have enough time to get there if Tinker. And if 3 people injured, this is a pretty good teleport, honestly. Yeah, should have probably not have committed to that, I'll be honest. Oh yeah, absolutely. I would love for them to add Jason, but it's probably going to be another couple years. The funny thing is that it was actually supposed to already be in litigation, but due to COVID, amongst some other things with judges, I think a judge died actually. the case pretty much got extended indefinitely. So it was supposed to already be determined, and we may have already had Jason in the game, but that's literally why we don't. It's the strangest thing in the world, honestly. Alright, I'll just pop that. We could teleport back there, honestly, but it's not horribly necessary. I can just kind of go around and meander for a bit. Give him some time to breathe, I suppose. Hello there, Yui. How goes it? You know what'd be a good idea? I'm curious. What's the idea, Hammy? Pallet there. He'll take a hit. They need to heal more, because now I can just teleport back here again. I see you, Jane. Don't think I don't. I know if you're here or not. They add parts of Jason like part 4. That'd be kind of cool. Will that ever happen? Probably not. Nancy. Jane's not struggling, Nancy. I hope you understand the circumstance that you're in. Alright, let's hook her now. Kill off the Jane, and then get a pop here. Well, unfortunate for the Nancy. She probably could have gotten the Jen if Jane would have struggled, not gonna lie. Alright, let's fake out the Jen real quick just to deter Nancy from going back there. Hello, how are you doing, Yui? Let's put a portal there. Yep, get slowed down. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I mean, you have the vault, but the vault's not the right move. Let's fake the teleport. Down you. And then we can hook you. Honestly, losing one gen at this point doesn't really seem all too bad. We have our teleport ready if they didn't finish out the gen, which they have not yet, mind you. So we might be able to get that teleport after all. How much did Freddy actually get nerfed? I read the patch notes, but he seems fine. The biggest thing is that you can no longer use portals mid-chase. So you kind of use his portals as traps now, rather than, like, loop deterrents. So his anti-loop has been nerfed, but he's still really, really strong, honestly. He didn't get, like, the nerf of a century, more or less. I did miss that. Do this. There we go. That's much better. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to that, I'll be honest. Alright, well, let's just walk towards this gen, I guess. If they really want, they can have one gen. But one person, actually, Tinker should still be active. Alright, what say you, guilty ones? Does Steve get the hook or the hatch? It is up to you. It's a tie right now? Fair. But this will be win number 26, by the way, on Mr. Freddy Krueger. Alright, is it still a tie? Is it leaning on one side or the other? What say you all? Hatch is a no. Sorry, Stevie Boy Wonder. The guilty ones have spoken, and that there is your death. They are the jury. I am just the judge and executioner. You could have deliverance, couldn't you? Portal there. Portal here. Maybe a little portal here. Actually, it won't matter because you'll be awake, won't you? He has one chance to deliverance. You'd have to do it right now, though. Nope. Actually, technically, you still could. Yeah, you could deliverance, like, last minute. But I get a sense that's not happening. Alright, well, with that being said, that is win number 26. Hey, what's up, Redhead Redemption? GG's, my friend, GG's. I appreciate you stopping by saying hi. Gonna drop by and drop you a follow in just one moment. And with that being said, GG to these survivors. And welcome to the Guilty Ones, Redhead Redemption. I appreciate you greatly. And if we could also get a shout out to Coastal, that would also be appreciated. And let's drop them a follow. There we go. Alright, so we have time for basically about 2 more matches. Are we still doing a match of Survivor? Actually, you know what? Don't want to do matches of Survivor? And thank you much for the follow, Coastal. I appreciate you. GG's, my friend. And just in time for that shout out, where I can also drop a follow and a GG's to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping by and saying hi and joining the Guilty Ones. GG, my friend. Alright, so question of the day. Do we play a match of Survivor if Lucky Break, or should we play some, whatchamacallit? Some Hag and Huntress. I'm feeling Huntress right now, not gonna lie. I want to use the new skin on her. Let's see, do I like this one? Oh my god, that looks so good. This just looks so awesome. Lucky Break isn't as great as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's good. It's just, it's not like the be-all, end-all. It's not like a prime meta perk, but it's up there if you're using like Iron Will. This just looks so awesome. I love it. Like, I love this skin. This skin is probably still one of my favorites, but this looks just so good. Yeah, we're doing this. We're playing a match on Huntress. Let's do it up. They did such a good job with these cosmetics. I'm so happy they did this collab. I really am. But yeah, I'd say Lucky Break's only really good with like Iron Will. Yeah, if you can help it, what you want to do is get hit around a corner. So like the killer hits you on a pallet, for example, and you go around the corner and just leave and break line of sight, then it'd be really good. Yeah, exactly. Like Cornfield game would be good. Those are good examples of that, I would say. For sure. All right. Oh, you know what? I read Huntress challenges, and I completely, like, blanked out to what you were trying to say, Giraffe. But yes, I do still have the challenges and completely forgot to put them on. Whoopsie. My bad. The good news is that we can always do those later, and we're also almost maxed out on blood points anyways. I also do see a Quentin with a key in hand. I almost want to see what the skin looks like. Actually, I was going to try and do something. I want to see what the skin looks like in-game. Like, playing against her. Oh, yes. I know that you will. I know that you will. Alright, blood points, blood points. Yeah, like it. Blood points across the board. Good, good, good. Just got my fork in my food. Whoops. Alright, let's see what damage we can do with our Huntress Hatchet, shall we? We've gotten a lot more accurate with them. I actually made a few clips from some other VODs of other Twitch streamers that I've gone against with Huntress that have been pretty prime, especially like that cross-map one that I got the other day. I should probably link that in Discord at some point. It was very comedically timed, I'm not gonna lie. I laughed about it a few times. Shrine is borrowed, time, Dark Devotion, Dragon's Grip, and up the ante. Still not freaking Stakeout. That's the only perk that I'm missing. What server do I play on? North America Central. So if you are one day Guilt, one day Indeed. Like I said, I'm not leveling up Tap. He is going to be like the last survivor that I'm going to level up to max. There's no reason. Speaking of Dragon's Grip. Alright, gonna get it from the shrine. So you don't need to level up Lady Boy. Alright. Not a bad map for Huntress here. Oh, that looks so nice. I think they did a wonderful job, honestly. The axe is a little bit large. It's a little bit distracting, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of wish I could swap that out for something else. But it does look really good. And I see them over here. Hello, Nia. Nia? Nia, you do know I'm here, right? Huntress says hi? Good attempt. And down. Why does DBD insist on griefing you? Because it's DBD. That's its job, right? Alright, let's go patrol gens. Oh, 100%, yeah. Slowly but surely. Alright, Quentin, me boy. Let's go for a chase. And Josh, thank you much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. Very happy to have you here. I probably could have readied up there, but honestly, I'm not sure if it would have been the right move. Alright, and where are you heading off to, Quentin? Are you gonna loop Meat Tree? It looks like it. And let's ready up. That's what I thought you would do. He fakes it out. Then comes back to Meat Tree. Yep. You're predictable, Quentin boy. You are slightly predictable. I'm out about Joey's Christmas present, Quentin, with his best mask. Yeah, that's fair. I can see why you're very attached to that. Did I just lose him? Oh, I did. He went back. Hi. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. I was very confused to where he went because I wasn't expecting him to go to the corner. It's like, it's a move to be fair, but it's good for like extending chase to where like people can get onto gens. I don't think this was the right move though. All right, let's look around. Oh, 2 gens though? And drivers went too, I think. Let's see, they go around to the right? They do not. Let's double back. I can't see the angle of the hook, so I don't know if they're getting a save. Now I can, but Shaq's in the way. Oh, I hear someone. Nia. She was injured, now she's not. Maybe 99. Alright, get the hit. And I think we can go for the M1 here. Ooh, that's a bit rough. That's number 2. And she does have the vault there, but she missed it. Dead hard? No dice. Alright, upsie daisy. Should have probably broken the door, honestly. Basement's here? Yeah, basement is here. Oh my god, look at this bottleneck of the basement. That's insane. That's such a good bottleneck for us that we should be able to do a lot of good work with Trapper, for example. Like, that's like old DVD basement doors. Look at this thing. That's so closed off. It's single file. That's amazing for us. I think that was that Steve or was that Fang? That was Fang. Alright, we got 1 hit. And 2. Yeah, it's so thin. It's gonna be wicked good for like Trapper, for example. His Blight Knife and his Sparkling Knife are the best in my opinion. I personally like the modern Karambit, but you know my opinion in that regard. Alright, looks like they went down to the basement. Let's just vault here. Pull at the Quentin. And let's go again. Alright. Tiny elevator to the basement instead. I mean, it could be a thing eventually. Could be a thing. Alright. Let's check out where they went. Oh, here's Nia. She's trying to heal. Finish off the heal, rather. No, I can't get that hit. What I can do Why? Why would you do that? You just healed yourself, which means no dead hard. You don't have the timing on that pallet drop. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, I think they're in a Swift, and they're calling that out. This did not work the way they wanted it to. That was so strange. I think chase music's broken right now, too, by the way. I'm not sure if anyone else is noticing that. Perfect. By the way, have we missed a single hatchet this entire game? I don't think we have. Or we may have missed one. I'm not entirely certain. But either ways, we're on point right now. Alright, let's try and find them. Hey, what's up? It's Vito. How goes it? How goes it? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Huntress used to be one of my worst killers, but we've been really good today. It's actually our first match of Huntress, too. To be fair, I was really on point with freaking, whatchamacallit? Deathslinger too, actually. Where are you going, Steve? What's the play here? Let's reload. I don't know what you're doing, but okay. I don't think Steve is good. I think Steve is mildly confused to what his objective is. But he might actually get off my shoulder here. This might be too far away. Yeah, maybe like one of his buttons is like the same as crouch. That'd be my only thought. No, nothing. That's surprising. I would have fully expected someone to be on her already. But I guess Quentin said no. Alright, Whispers is up, so I think Quentin might be near. I think he was on this gen. The hook hasn't changed positions yet. Whispers back on. But I think that's the Steve. I have no idea where this Quentin is. Quentin! Where are you off to, buddy? You finding Hatch? Letting Stevie Boy Wonder die on hook. Yeah, not here. Still haven't seen the hook position change either, so no unhook. Unless Quentin's like right in front of Steve's hook, I have no idea. Let's reload. Oh, hi Quentin. You're just walking. Okay, fair. And a key in hand too. Look at you, you sneaky bugger. Probably searching for Hatch. Alright, and looks like Hatch is a no. Sounds like a plan to me. Alright, Quentin boy, you've heard it. The jury has decided, and I, of course, am the judge. Oh, well, ain't that unfortunate for you. Maybe that's why he's going over here, because Hatch is right here. That would kind of make a little sense, right? Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see if I can close it in time. I doubt I can for extra blood points. Nope. To be fair, I didn't need it either. But GG, well played. What if your boss told you you've been promoted to customer? That kind of tells me that you've been fired there. My boss should have. My boss joked about that all the time. It's like, oh yeah, you've been promoted to customer. So it's a great honor. Should have just escaped. I mean, yeah, that's a choice, Quentin. That is a choice. Alright, we have one last match of the night, and I think we're going to go play a match of the Hag, and see how that skin looks. Yeah, the BP was not all too well. Ever want to cheese it up with Eerie one-shot hatchet? I very rarely ever put on Eerie. I think I have like a stockpile of them. Yeah, 4 Eerie and 3 Soldier's Putty. But I'm not a fan of it. Yep, I'll fix up drivers right after we ready up with the Hag. And let's throw on the new one, the Birch Witch. I'm very excited for this. I don't care for this one as much as the others, but they did also just a really good job. Alright, though. Let's fix up the face cam. And should be good to go now. Your team name spells hedge? I thought the team name was How Do We Get Here? So as How Do We Get Here? Or How Did We Get Here, rather. So it's not hedge, necessarily. It's, How Did We... Oh, is there an E? I thought it was How Did We Get Here? Not How Did We Even Get Here? Welcome back, Dubstep Wolf. How goes it? Yeah, you have to let me know, because I need to change that then. All good, Amy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's How Did We Get Here? I don't think there's an E in there whatsoever. I'm gonna take a few more bites of food. Oh my god. Can I just point out something with this skin? Look at the amount of detail. Like, all the bark there, all the little cracks, and how it breathes. That's really cool. I love that. This skin looks great. Is it, wait. This skin isn't locked. Yo! You can mix and match with this one. Oh, that's lovely. I'm definitely gonna mix and match this. Hag has some really good mix and matches for cosmetics. But I'm like excited to see what this might look like with like some of the blighted ones. Yeah, I just realized that. I thought that both Luxie and the Huntress are both locked together. So I assumed that Huntress would be too. Not Huntress, Hag would be too. Yeah, I didn't realize that. You missed a really good Huntress match. I didn't miss a single hatchet, which was pretty awesome. I guess that makes sense since it's the purple. Yeah, that's fair. You enjoyed the first Outlast video? I'm happy to hear that, Clawspire. Don't slam it. I don't know how to slowly close a door, apparently. I was like, that seems like a bad idea. But I'm really happy to hear that you guys are enjoying the Outlast video. I'm very, very happy to hear that. Video's lagging? Gotcha. Let me know if that's on my end or your end. I think that might be on your end, though. Close your... Oh, looks okay now? Awesome. Underground Complex. Not thrilled. Look at that, like, the... Hello. Can you not do that? That'd be appreciated. Alright, Corrupt is active. Let's see. I guess let's put a trap here. Scratch marks. Put a trap here. Hello. How goes it? Put a trap here. This should cover both those doors. And we're just going to kind of chase her around a little bit. Ruin's gone. Keep that in mind. Thank you for the hit. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I gave up on that immediately. Alright. We're starting to get our bearing here. Let's put this here. You still have another 5 traps in hand. Have they been setting off traps, or am I crazy? Could have sworn I put that more. Could have sworn. Let's put one right here. No idea what gens they're on, though. I will say that much. Let's put another one right here. Like, we have this place pretty well covered. I'm surprised they haven't hit any of them. They could be upstairs. Sounds like they're over here. Hi, Bill. No one else is back there? Okay, so if he drops down, then we'll get a hit, probably. So let's just chase him. Alright, that's one gen. That's fine. With Hag, you kind of expect to lose a couple gens, so I'm not upset about that by any stretch. Alright, let's recycle our trap. Hi, Steve. Alright, let's ignore Steve for now. Hi, Bill. Alright, they're setting off a lot of traps now. Not thrilled about that, but let's get this pick up. That's 4 traps they just set off in succession. Oof. Hi. Do you want me to chase you? Look at all these traps they're triggering! What the fresh hell? Alright, let's start resetting traps. They are very aggressive. I mean, that's the smart move against Hag, right? That, on the other hand, with Steve was not. Alright, let's recycle this one. I hear an ace. Alright, perfect. Not sure what his game plan was there. That's kind of strange. As are Steve. Oh, hi, Steve. In that case, let me just put a trap here. So basically, if he goes down, he dies, no matter what. What you gonna do now, Stevie Boy Wonder? What you gonna do now? That was a good one. Alright, let's pick you up. No idea where Ace is at this point in time. But let's use this little reprieve. Oh, Ace is right there. Perfect. Thank you for being patient, Ace. I appreciate it. Of course, they trigger a trap right in front of my face. Why wouldn't they? Alright, we have 8 traps in hand. I need to take some time to freaking reset. Alright, let's reset. Let's put one here. Let's put one here. And let's see where else. Put one here. They really did get rid of my entire web, didn't they? Freaking insanity. I don't think I need to put one there, especially with this gen being gone already. I hear them upstairs. Let's put one here. It's not a great trap, mind you, but it's okay. It's good enough. Sounds like they might be on this gen. They may have also gotten rid of a trap with a flashlight, sounds like. Yeah, I guess Steve might be doing that. Alright. What other gens should I patrol? Probably that one on the far side, as well as the upside down. Nothing there. Put a trap on this corner. This cuts off 3 lanes, basically. And that's all our traps, so now we're in a good position. I bet you there's someone upstairs. I don't care for that gen at this point as much, but I should probably get rid of it. Let's reset. The nice thing about Hag is that basically you just reset your traps and you're like, they'll find another one eventually. Sure, let's do it. Alright, he's in outside my web, so I'm gonna forgo this chase. No reason for me to pursue it. Hello? Someone over here? Billy boy! Hey, how goes it, mate? How you doing? Let's put a trap here. Oh, you left. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame, Bill. Alright, let's see. Do we have any traps nearby? I think that's a 10% heal skill check miss. Let's reset. Come on, Nia. What's the game plan? Let's break. I'm surprised the Bill never hit another one. Alright, let's reset this. And just wait for Nia to pretty much jump into another trap. The thing is, she is going to these areas that do lack them. I might need to extend my web a little bit out this way. As much as I don't like that thought. Alright, she'll go upstairs and probably drop down. Might as well chase her at this point. Bill is healed. Hi there, Bill. Hi, Nia. How goes it? Pull up the Bill. Let's reset this trap. And we should be able to get him on this trap. Field vault. Nope, fake vault. Vault. And down. Alright, let's reset this. And put you up on the hook, Bill. Alright, we only have one trap in hand. That is fine by me. If Rune was still up, we'd be in such a good position. Maybe I should run Rune Undying on Hag. Rune's just such a good perk on her, honestly. But let's check this gen. Not here. No one there. Want to find a gen to pop, honestly. Oh, scratch marks. Hi, Nia. Alright, let's reset. And she'll go for the unhook. Let's try and push her towards the left. We'll continue this way. And down she goes. Funny enough, I'm pretty sure that was a trap for Bill in that room. Hi, Bill. Speaking of. Oh, hi, Ace. How you doing? Alright, let's retrap this and pick up Nia then. Screw it. That was a really good move by Ace, by the way. He did take that body block, which pretty much saved the Bill's life. Without doing that, he would have been SOL. I mean, they're slowly but surely grinding out value, but now they have a freaking web of traps to deal with. We have one trap in hand. Let's put one over here. That might not be a bad idea. We have nothing really guarding this gen. But overall, our traps are in a pretty good spot. Oh, I see some running. Hi, Ace. Someone else is also here. Steve. Gotcha. Alright, let's teleport. Let's reset. Try not to lose our web. Hi, Ace. Steve is trying to harass us. That is pretty smart by him, but the thing is that I don't really need to mine Steve all too much. I can just continuously teleport out, reset my traps. Put that there. Hi, Steve. I don't know what you were thinking or why. You're a fully healthy survivor. Take your godforsaken hits, mate. You don't need to give me a free grab. What were you thinking? Seriously, though. Alright. That was very odd. Hi, Nia. I guess I'll pressure you as I don't know where anyone else is. I lied. I found Bill. Let's put this here. Billy boy, where are you going? You going up here? Looks like they triggered a trap. If you drop down, you get hit. If you don't drop down, you also get hit. Dead hard? Yep, dead hard. Not sure what you're thinking there, but sure. 3 traps in hand, so they're starting to set off some starting to set off some traps. It was a banger. It was good. I'm happy to hear that, Amy. I'm really happy to hear that you guys enjoyed that. It means the world to me that, you know, even though I'm not horribly comfortable making YouTube content yet, that you guys enjoyed it so far. And as I make more and more YouTube content, I'm sure that I'll get even better and better at it too. So that makes me very happy to hear. So thank you for the feedback. And make sure to help out by leaving a comment saying that you like it, as well as a like as well, as that will help us. What was that? No, I don't care. Yeah, I like I said, interactive horror I don't do well with. Everything else is fine. Sure. Why can't I teleport to that? That's so strange. Not sure if anyone else saw that, but either way, she's down. The thing is, I've watched Outlast, so I knew that was there too, but it still got me. Like, yeah. I was like, I know that's there, it's still gonna get me. And still got me nonetheless. Hit you. Alright, let's put this here. Ace. Where are you going, buddy? Going this way? That's not a good idea. You might not want to go that way, Ace. I told you, you might not want to go that way. Alright, upsy daisy. And let's put you on this hook then. Alright, and are you guys gonna try and heal under hook? Oh, hi, Nia. How goes it? She vaults back. And down goes the Nia. Alright, let's retrap and see if maybe they have, Decisive is going to be a good time for you. I'm looking forward to doing some VR stuff. I don't have VR yet, but that might be maybe a subscriber goal eventually for me to buy a VR headset. That wouldn't be a horrible idea. I'm kind of down for that. Alright. They got the unhook there. Why could I not teleport there? That's so strange. They flashlight it, maybe? Yeah, that's what Ace is doing. He's flashlight in front of him. Ace, I'm gonna kill you. You're moving my web of traps. That was a good move by Steve to trigger it and go around the corner. Where's the vault down? Right here. So all we need to do is go this way. Steve's gonna try and trigger. Get hit. And unfortunately, there's no traps ahead of him since they've gotten rid of a lot of my traps. Pretty much. I mean, it's a smart move if you have the time and effort. Hi, Ace. Now that's a bad idea. Oh, he went through me. Smart. I thought that he was going to try and go to the right, but he did not. Want to flashlight me again? Go for it. No, you don't. What a shame. I also hear a Steve nearby. Will Steve try and take a body block or get a flashlight save, maybe? Goodbye, Ace. Hi, Steve. Don't mind me. I'm just going to pick up Ace Boy right here. You wanna watch? Yeah, be my guest. Watch. Then you can go back that way. Alright. Hatch is a yes. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, Steve cannot afford a body block. Yeah, that flashlight was pretty funny. Alright, let's go find your hatch there, Stevie Boy Wonder. Where it might be, I do not know. But we're gonna go on a romantic stroll, you and I. Alright, doesn't look like it's an upside down. What about over this way? Is it this way? It is not this way. Maybe I should just drop Steve and let him go find it. Let's do that. Steve, go find Hatch. Go find it. I love how when I drop Steve, it's from such a short distance because I'm a hag. Like, look at that. Like, he's already on the ground before I get back up to full height. Yo, what's up, Matt? How goes it? How goes it? Go. Go find it. You might find some traps along the way, Steve. I'm just gonna give you a heads up. It's gonna be a house of horrors out here. I promise, though, I'm not gonna hit you. Of course I find it immediately after. Alright, so it's on the left-hand side if you're facing away from the upside down. Steve, where'd you go, buddy? I found it for you. No, Steve! This way. This way. Go, go. Go, my slug, go! There you go. GG, well played to those survivors. Yeah, that was a good good freaking hag match. I'm very happy with the result of that. Definitely is not in basement, you are correct. And 110% not upstairs. But GG, well played. And Hag is now on a 3-win streak. Not too shabby at all. Which reminds me, what's Huntress streak on? Is Huntress on a 2-win streak, I think, after that win last game? And then Hag on 3. Huntress is on 3. Hey, would you look at that? Very nice, very nice. Well, alright. Well, on that note, guys, I believe we are going to be ending the stream here. Yeah, no, Sean, I love this. This is an amazing, amazing skin. I cannot wait for more Crypt TV skins, for sure. But with that being said, as always, let's go raid another member of the Children of the Fog. Let's go raid Hex. Let's do that, shall we? Alright, guys, on that note, as always, if you did enjoy the show, make sure that follow button. If you haven't already, though, check out our Extra Life campaign. We're trying to help heal kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. And make sure to check out our YouTube page, where we just uploaded our first part of Outlast. Let me know what you think down in the comments, as well as drop it a like. But on that note, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow at 5 p.m. CST. Bye-bye!